vibrator, and she's just sorting herself out. And then you're there, and then you want to kind of join in.
Blacked.
Blacked.com. And then like wake up in the morning, and then like you got to flip in, pour your own cornflakes,
babe.
Hey, babe.
Can I come in?
You know what I mean?
By continuing with this program, you have therefore agreed to take zero offense to what is being said. After all, it is called Don't Get Offended. Duh.
Man didn't test no mics.
Nothing.
1, 2.
I don't need to, man.
Man's
Trust my ability.
It's experience now.
We do this in our sleep, innit, man?
That's it.
Just going in straight raw.
Yeah.
We do this while we're doing chest press.
That's it.
Making burritos just that way.
Yeah, did some chest pressing
Oh,
this week.
man.
And on Ryan's 21-day fitness course program.
The workouts are not serious, aren't they?
Oh,
If you keep to the rest periods.
Yeah. And I like the little timer as well
Yeah.
that you got in there, man.
Yeah.
So that's really good, man.
Yeah.
That really helps. But yeah, that's serious. My legs are still hurting.
Well, you got to do some cycling on Saturday, bro.
Oh,
I'm cycling again.
Yeah.
Yo.
Do you know I did an hour today?
No,
of
I'm
cardio.
talking cycling, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Like
down
we're
for
actually
that,
going somewhere.
man. Yeah, I'm down.
Moving.
I'm down.
So how's your bike? How's your bike from last week? Is it a girl's bike or is it like,
Nah, it's a man's bike.
Bike.
No, the girl's bike was a £20 bike.
Update me.
But you can't say
right.
you can't say a girl's bike.
No,
We-
wait.
Well, this
You can't say- you can't say-
Yeah, but this was exposed
The
last week,
problem
though,
is-
wasn't
the
it?
problem is-
We live in a society where
Ryan
fluidity.
Ryan wasn't
Yeah.
here last week.
I need to
right?
see the bike.
Now, this is one of the bikes he showed me.
Oh, well, what happened to your
I
hand,
ain't
man?
even got it now.
Burn.
Yeah, me too. Look, iron. Mad.
No, I ain't even got it now. But it was a bike.
burn on iron.
Basically,
Yeah, man.
that's silly, bro.
it was.
It's not
Describe,
serious.
first of all,
It was
describe to
totally
me
my
what a
fault.
girl's bike
Totally my
is.
fault.
It had to be.
A girl's bike is where the frame goes downwards like
Thank
this.
you. So he knew straight off the case. I know.
Me
if
and
Ryan
Elroy
looked-
had no idea.
Yeah, no one else had no idea in here.
It's not girl's bike. bro.
A male's bike is a straight
It's not.
frame.
It's
up
not
top.
girl. It's not.
It's a girl's bike.
A female's bike.
Anyone can ride on any
Listen,
bike.
listen.
No, they can't.
Female's bike goes down.
It's a what? So it's not a gender neutral bike, is it?
No, not yet.
Nah, nah. It's a girl's
They
bike.
haven't released
Well,
it.
I didn't buy it.
I mean, like, it wasn't
I know you
pink,
didn't.
innit? Like it
So
wasn't
hold
pink,
on,
so you
hold
could get away with it.
Hold
He
on.
sent me
So
a
he
picture.
He rocked up with this
no,
one?
no.
Oh.
He sent me a picture. He goes, "This is the bike I'm going to buy."
It was £20
So I text him and said,
in Richmond. I was gonna call you to go and pick up.
I text him and said,
I would have picked it up.
"Bro, that's a girl's bike."
Yeah.
And then he just looked, and then he went, "Oh." I said, "How do you not know this?"
Bro, why are you getting a bike all the way in Richmond? Just make your radius shorter, man. You have to-
No, I did.
but this bike was in Richmond.
After that, I did.
So what? So there was
But it was
nothing close
£20.
by.
That's
There was
near me.
nothing.
But it was £20.
But it'll take you £30 to get there.
It's true. It's true. The fuel it would have took to get there, it makes no sense.
Yeah, but you might have bought it like to the show, innit?
Yeah, I could have done
Do you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I probably would have missed the.
You would have missed the first cycle,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's £20, innit?
Sometimes being cheap is just not the one.
Nah, man, you're going to work extra hard, though.
Sometimes you got to invest, bruv.
Just pay, man.
All right, I paid £15 more for this one, so that I got.
And it was still a bit too small for him.
I got the seats lifted up though.
No, the frame's too small. I explained why the frame's too small. You saw it. The leg extensions.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you need a big frame.
Yeah, because you're a big guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're smooth.
I'm not smooth, man. I'm trying.
You know what? I think congratulations is in order for Ryan. Arnold Classics, explain.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yeah.
Someone knocking at the door. Someone ringing the bell.
Right, so they were acting funny in the house. Like, because Preston, obviously, he's 7. He came up to me, he's like, you have to answer the door, you know. You have to, like, the doorbell's going to ring. You have to answer it. I was like, what were you talking about?
Yeah.
And I looked over there, Laura, she got like a smirk on her face. I was like, what's going on here? Something dodgy's happening. And then Dylan's there just looking at me as well. I was thinking, what's going on here? And then literally like 10 seconds after him saying it, the doorbell rang. I was like, yeah, go and answer it, Dad. Go and answer it, Dad. I went, what? I'm walking towards it, and you know, sometimes, you know, you got that, like, I've got a window where it's like muffled.
Yeah.
What's this here? And then the owner of one of the shows, he had an invite for me to the Arnold UK Classic, which is the first time in this country. And it's a big show. It's a massive show. Only 16 people in my category will be on that stage. And I've seen, like, after a few days after I got mine, you know, everyone was getting theirs, and I can see who I'm against now. So it's a tough one. But what it does, it just fuels me. I literally rise to these occasions. I It's going to make me step up. Probably going to be, not probably, I will be my best on October 2nd. So it's a big show at NEC Birmingham.
Bro, you know,
we need some tickets, bro.
but that's gonna be the first time in quite a few years.
I've never done a pro show in this country.
Yeah,
never as a pro. I've never competed in this country as a pro.
Never.
No.
well, first time that we get to see you in the UK for quite a few years.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, so
Coming
it's
down,
going to
bro.
be, so you got men's physique, you got obviously bodybuilding, you got the bikini, you got the wellness, which is a new category.
What does that involve? What's wellness?
So wellness, so you got bikini girls.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Then you've got wellness, which is like more like
Michelle Lou.
yeah, that shape.
Ah.
Yeah, that's wellness.
Is she gonna be there?
Yeah. I don't know because
How do you
Look
not
at
know
his
this?
face.
How do you not know this, right?
Just get
might
tickets,
be.
man.
No, can we get tickets, man? I'm so on it.
she might be, but the whole show, like even the expedition is like loads of people. I think Usain Bolt's there.
Yeah, Usain Bolt. I think like Eddie Hall is there.
Eddie Hall.
Katie Taylor.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's massive.
enough people there,
And then
bro.
my thing is like the evening show. So there's like it's like a separate ticket show. So it's a pro show. But yeah.
Even like man like Khabib's gonna be there as well.
Yeah, Khabib's there. So they'll have their own cues, you know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing, expo thing. But so I'm gonna be on, so it's a massive crowd. So I have to turn up.
Yeah.
I have to on my home soil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be up against some good guys, really good guys that are established. So again, it fuels me, it drives me, it motivates me.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Congratulations
Definitely,
again,
bro.
man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
But to be one of the 16.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
16.
So what day is it fall on? So I can just
It's Saturday. It's a
Saturday, yeah? All right. Reese, my assistant, you're running Rap Plus for the whole day. I'm not going to be about, don't call me at all.
Say if he quits.
Huh?
I-
He can't quit, man.
You got to have a backup plan, bro.
That's it. That's
He's
why
in a contract for life.
I'm throwing these, these
These
scenarios out
wives,
there,
yeah,
like
yeah.
to get you prepared, innit?
That's all good. I've always got a backup plan.
As
It's
a
all
business
good,
owner,
yeah.
you got to have like 3 backup
I've
plans.
got 3 contingency plans, man.
Start
has to be
stacking up
like
them
he
employees.
just getting back from Portugal right now, so I have to then have in my mind
wow.
he's gonna have to quarantine again for another week. So I've
When's
he
worked
back?
all
10
week by
days,
myself.
When is he back?
He's back today.
That's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
when it kicks in,
Tuesday.
innit?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, have they changed it again?
4 a.m. No, Tuesday 4 a.m.
You better talk to him then, because he probably thinking that he's got
shit.
quarantine.
Okay, so all right.
He's just trying to get out of work.
Better text
So maybe-
him, tell him,
I
man,
better
it's
text
work.
him now while I'm on the show.
He's trying to get out of work.
And he knows,
Because Portugal
He'll know.
is currently in green.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think they've said Tuesday so people can get
Goes
back
to
for half
amber.
term.
Right.
Yeah, it goes to
I
amber.
don't get that though. Just
Yeah.
change it to amber straight away.
Yeah, but you know what I don't
It's all
understand?
convenience.
Yeah, you know what I don't understand? Like, they got to take a test before they leave, when they arrive. Before they leave there, and when they arrive here, they got to take a test. So even if come the amber, come Tuesday, they they take a test and it's negative. They still got a quarantine.
Yeah,
You know what gets
Still
me?
got quarantine, bro. 10 days.
What gets me?
Long, man.
What,
Yeah, I've
what
got
gets
staff
me
that did
about
that.
this whole thing is right. You know, half of these people that are going on these holidays who are single and they're out there just putting it out, right? They're not testing for AIDS, but you're doing all these tests.
Only
for
COVID.
It doesn't exist.
It just don't.
Only COVID.
make
Doesn't exist.
sense.
Only COVID.
Wait, don't make sense.
doesn't exist.
It's just like all these
so
tests.
they're going to have sex And then like, I hope I don't catch COVID.
Make that make sense.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Make it make sense.
Like, any STD, nothing, you know.
Herpes.
Probably got mask
Yeah,
on.
that's what I was going to say there.
Yeah. Visor.
No mask on, no condom.
I'm waiting for the first porno. I'm waiting for the first porno with masks.
Well, you know what? Can I be real with you?
Go, man.
I actually saw a porno. And this woman's name was Crystal Lust, and she actually had a mask on. Yeah.
Crystal Lust.
No
Crystal
way.
Lust, yeah.
And she's got a mask on.
Yeah, she got a mask.
Oh,
So you watched
man.
porno recently, yeah?
COVID, man. Like November time.
What's COVID got to do?
It's got nothing to do with nothing, man. I know all these names, man. You know my backlog. You know my back history. You know my history, man.
And I'm not surprised. Actually, I'm surprised at your honesty. That's what it is.
Yeah, don't
I
be
love
offended.
it, man.
Don't get offended,
I love
bro.
it, man.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
listen, if you're offended or if you're triggered, then you're easy to manipulate. Then stop it.
Oh God, man.
I
That's
see
some funny stuff.
the golf. I was watching Sky Sports News this morning, and there was some golfer. He was like winning a tournament, and then he gets told like during the tournament, like, yeah, you just tested positive for COVID.
Oh Lord!
Like, and the man's are like patting his back and everything.
What?
Don't worry.
No, man.
So like,
Tap.
Don't worry.
so like,
Yeah,
they must
they're gonna
have
wash your
got-
hands afterwards.
You know when they go to the gantry, like the commentators,
Yeah.
and like their faces are, oh my gosh, like he's like like the dramatics was too much, and then they had Nick Faldo talking. It's like everyone's like maskless.
Nick
Nick
Faldo.
Faldo, where's he been?
Everyone's
Oh
walking
my
around
gosh.
maskless anyway. Like someone's gonna catch it. The dramatics was too much, man. It was too much.
Unnecessary, man.
It's crazy, man. Well, listen, let's just introduce. You want to do it early this week, man? We're going to introduce, man. My name's John Alexander.
Wait, we ain't gonna go through the weeks and that, man.
We're going to go through the weeks after I introduce
All right, cool.
because we keep going through the weeks and then we're like an hour in. Then we're introducing.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. It's good to
55
talk,
minutes
man.
in, and
Know
then
what I
like, the
mean?
topics are like 10
Yeah.
minutes each. It's long.
Anyway, my name's John Alexander. Let's get it.
Humble servant of the Most High Yahuwah, his son Yahushua HaMashiach, and the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit.
Whoa. God, I had to cut you there, bro.
You wasn't here last week, innit? It's a new one. Once again, it's a new one.
What's that one, bro? Fill me in. You got.
Man, wait, Akakadesh.
I want to know who that one is.
Hey, don't take the mic, man. Don't take the
We're
mic.
not Samael, man.
respectful.
Samael, relax.
I'm not taking a mic. That just threw me. I'm not taking
Yeah. You should see his eyes light up when he said it.
Wait.
I knew what was coming. And then boom, some new one.
Anyway, the Holy Spirit in Hebrew is the Ruach HaKodesh.
Right.
The Ruach HaKodesh. You need the Holy Spirit. Trust me.
Can I tell you, right? Go.
Any reason why you didn't bring that up before? Why is it today?
Good question.
Because he done his research and he learned a bit more.
So you
No.
learn. You learn that
No,
every
do you know
week.
what? I just thought to myself, why am I not talking about the Holy Spirit? Do you know what I mean? Like I listened back to the podcast. Oh, hold on, the Holy Spirit.
You missed-
Yeah.
Samael. Yeah, it's true.
I'm not
Anyway,
Samael
continue.
anyway.
I like that. Samael.
Chris Samuels.
Samaelim.
You lot are bad, man.
I'm here to pod. All praise to the Most High. Yeah.
Amen.
So yeah, do you want to get on this Samael thing then?
Not yet.
No, we got
No.
introduced,
Well,
man.
I'm next. I'm next, man.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, man.
I mean,
Just ignore them.
it's a bit deep, isn't it, man?
Start the show.
It's not the Samael and John show, is it?
Yo, next thing you know, we're gonna have some background music for the show.
Bro, I'm not one of them churches, bro.
Anyway,
that's there
it's
to lead people.
Mr. Colin
mislead.
Palmer, Mr. Rap Stars. I've been told I'm the savage one. So all right. If you want savage, you're gonna get it. Let's go. It's pod.
Mate, you was a bit
Nice.
savage.
Yeah, I was a bit. What's this fly
He was
doing around,
savage,
man?
No, man.
This fly is getting
Anyway,
on my nerves a
I'm
little bit, man.
Ryan John Baptiste. I'm back. I missed last week. I was obviously camping,
He's come back tanned as well,
catching
bruv.
that tan. But I'm here to pod.
And you also got something in your teeth as well.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to let you know, just because we're being filmed.
But I'm here to pod.
I don't care.
And again, Colin,
Yo,
do we want the Monday or the Fridays version?
let's get Friday out of you today, boss man.
Let's do it.
I'm going to ask you a lot of quick questions. It's not even a topic. I want to know what you think in the media or this day and age. What family is the most dysfunctional family?
Black cronies.
No, well, okay. That's your. I'm talking about.
Right. You want savage, right? Okay, it's here. It's here.
Wow. I didn't even mean it like that, but okay, got it. All right, you man.
Wait, can you finish off the
Like,
question?
yeah.
Oh,
What's the most dysfunctional family you've seen in the media eye or whatnot? What's the most dysfunctional?
I wish I waited until you finished. So.
The
mean, like,
Kardashians.
What would you say? Kardashians.
The Kardashians.
All right, you
Yeah.
Kardashians.
No. I mean, no. Well, in some, I guess
I don't think they're dysfunctional. They're business.
I don't think they're dysfunctional. They're marketing genius. They have no talent, but they're marketing geniuses.
Yeah, if they were dysfunctional,
If it wasn't for black men like OJ Simpson and Ray J making them,
The thing is, there's always dramas in the royal family. There's always dramas.
you got the royal family.
Yeah, I think so because
Interesting.
reason why is because that's the only one I kind of follow. As in, because it's in my face.
oh yeah, Harry and Meghan had a baby.
There's always dramas and like
Lily
Diana. You know, there's dramas. So I'm gonna go for royal family.
Right, royal family. You're going with who again?
I'm just gonna go with black community, man.
Wow.
Sorry,
The black
Colin
family.
Palmer.
I'm there because from what I've been seeing on the news and in the papers, I'm not happy. Not happy.
It's always highlighted. It's always
Damn.
highlighted though. Isn't
It's overly highlight, but you know,
So how many years roughly would you say this spanning the Kardashians, the black family, and the royal family? How many years roughly would you say like these problems have occurred? Is it all the time?
Well, royal family. I went to Tower of London.
Yeah.
During the week, just learning about the history of
Yeah. The
royals.
Yeah.
Dramas, bro.
Okay, right.
No, you're right.
Yeah, they behead
You're
people,
right.
they do all kind of madness.
it's true,
You're right.
sure.
Yeah.
Kardashians, man. One, they're Satanists anyway, but that's a different
Funny you
story.
should say Satanist.
They are.
I'm talking about families, and the most dysfunctional for me is clearly God, Jesus, and Satan. Because God made Satan, therefore Satan is Jesus' brother. And they've been fighting for years. And we're still waiting.
That's deep, you know.
Do I win?
You know what,
They're not
John?
they're
You
not
know what?
brothers.
You know what,
Well,
fam?
they
You know
must
what?
be.
They're not
We're
brothers.
not brothers then, are we?
No, what?
We're made, aren't we? We're made by him. So technically, in somewhere down the line, we are all related. Yeah? Yeah or no?
Yeah, you could say that.
Right. So he's made him. When did he make? When
Like,
actually
it depends.
when actually did he make Satan?
He made him in heaven. When he made the angels, it was
Right.
it was the final three were Gabriel, Michael. Gabriel was the
Right, so-
messenger.
so
Michael,
God's the father,
archangel.
yeah.
No, not as the
No,
father.
God's the father. He's the Almighty. He's the one, innit?
He's the self-sustaining one.
Right. So there you go. So if he made something, they're his kids. We are his kids. We're God's children.
The angels were made to worship the Most High. So
It's a little bit.
so Lucifer.
But what I'm
wanna
saying to you
call-
is the most dysfunctional family is his family.
No, he
Because
made
they're fighting.
He made him with a purpose. It wasn't a fight. He made
Well, they're not fighting. They're arguing. Let's say.
Lucifer felt himself a bit too much. Vanity. There was iniquity was found in him.
Okay. Now what you just said there, right? He felt himself too much.
He wanted
But
to.
God
He wanted.
made him.
He wanted to be the Most High, and he wanted to be worshipped. Because
God
but
made
he
him-
made him perfect.
Yeah. God
Made
made
him look imperfect.
Right. He made him
Yeah,
and the angels to worship him. Yeah.
yeah.
Isn't that a little bit?
But
What you just said.
I don't question his system.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
listen. If the
when
Most
you
High,
think-
I
when
never
you think
thought of it
about
like that
Yeah,
before.
when you think about it, right? Because I was sitting here. Sometimes I have these mad thoughts,
Yeah.
right? And I was thinking, nah, they're quite dysfunctional.
but in the commandments, in the first two commandments, the Most High talks about like not to worship false idols, for he is a jealous.
Yes.
he is a jealous Elohim.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid the word God. He is jealous. Like, for example, like we have the characteristics. I mean, if you say all right, for example, you're Aaliyah's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you obviously, Aaliyah came from you.
Yeah.
You've been working hard with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
On her career.
Yeah.
Pushing her hard and everything. Say if someone else came and took all your credit, how would you feel?
I wouldn't, no. I know how I'd feel, and they're not doing that ever.
No, but they came and they took your credit.
Okay, all right, yeah, you'd be a bit mad. But who's taking his credit?
And then the world...
Who's taking whose credit, though?
Taking your credit.
No, but who's taking whose credit?
What?
In your example of God and whoever?
Well, if you understand... Well, from the Bible,
yeah,
Lucifer is the god of this world.
Right, but what I'm saying to you is...
He's taking credit.
The Most High made him.
He did. But he made him for a reason. He did it. There's always a plan.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. What I'm saying to you is, that's all fine and daddy, but they're still related. Am I wrong? Am I right?
I wouldn't say that the angels weren't made in the image of the Most High. The flesh.
So was we made in the image
were made in the image of the Most High.
Oh, that gets right to my next one.
Yeah, but what you're saying about the but what you're saying
traps, man.
What you're saying no. Listen, what you're saying about we are made in the image. You're correct, but you're not God.
I'm him.
You're not the Most High.
I'm made in the likeness of him. Therefore,
but we were made in His image.
We weren't.
And no, we was.
Yeah,
we are made in His image, but the angels weren't made in His image.
Right, but what I'm saying to you,
the angels were told
by him, though,
that they need to bow down. They need to bow down to us, our image, and they didn't like that. Lucifer and his angels didn't like it.
Oh, so they were told to bow down to us.
They didn't want to bow down because they were made first.
So that's kind of like a disagreement they've had, then, isn't it? Which makes it a dysfunctional family.
1/3.
It's dysfunctional. Think about it. You're having a disagreement. You're telling me I need to bow down to these people now. I'm like, I know you made me, but I'm not doing that.
But the thing is that all right, so we take it back to your household. No, we'll take it back. No. But we'll take it back to your household, right? All
right, okay. So if I'm
you're what's it called? So you are the man of the house.
Yes,
right? You're the man of the house. So if you're, for example, if you got rules in the house,
yeah,
are rules meant to be applied or they're meant to be broken?
They're meant to be applied.
So if the Most High is telling people like do it this way,
and they don't want to do it, that's a disagreement.
There is a disagreement.
Therefore, they're a dysfunctional family.
No, but you're saying the most dysfunctional. Yeah?
They are, because it's been going on for years.
Listen,
centuries.
This is what everything's all about. This is what everything's all about.
BC and AD.
Still happening now.
But the thing is that all right. So the Most High has said, all right, you can run this world.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, you can run this world.
Yeah,
and everyone that will be righteous, that will look for me, I will save.
Yeah, he's teaching them a lesson.
All of the ones that want to go by their flesh, wicked ways, wicked thoughts, evil.
Has your mum ever said to you, wait until you have children? She ever said that line to you?
Yeah,
yet?
of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's the same lesson he's teaching him now. He's saying, yeah, you can have that world, and anyone else will follow you, then this is going to happen. But then when the time comes, you got to know. Yeah. Just like when your mum would say, wait until you have kids and see how you behave.
No. Yeah, I get that point. But he knows his time is going to be up, which is why.
I'm not disputing
which
that.
is why he's trying to get so many people.
Yeah.
To go.
But you're misunderstanding my point. I know all that. Yeah. I'm saying they're the most dysfunctional family. That's what I'm saying. You're arguing me saying that I don't believe in what you just said.
Do you know what? If you're talking about on a level of a scale of the history of the whole world.
They are.
Then you win.
That took 15 minutes.
that took like, wow.
Now we can get to, no.
Just flies back again, man.
But I think people need to know that the only way to get to the Father is through YAHUAH HaMashiach.
Jesus.
That's the only way. He is the only begotten son of the Father. He's the only, John 3:16.
Yeah.
The only begotten son
Said
of
I
the
just whooped
Father.
your ass. Anyway, yeah.
It's got nothing to do with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Why did he call
Boys,
himself
man.
316 then?
Because
He took
Jake
that.
the Snake had a Bible character.
Yeah.
And then basically
See,
what
see.
happened was
Yeah.
Austin beat him at the King of the Ring, innit?
Yeah.
And then rather than quote, because Jake the Snake kept quoting John 3:16, basically saying Austin's evil. He needs to.
Right.
Austin goes, Austin 3:16 said, I just whipped your ass. That's what it said.
That's why it's kept.
But the thing is that wrestling, they take a lot of things from the Bible. Like
they did.
Entertainment, they know the Bible. Of
course.
Like they take a lot of things like NWO, New World Order.
Oh yeah.
Like you know, like all up in your face and that, like it's some joke and everything.
And we all were deep.
Well, it's
They
the
rolled
thing.
deep back in the day. Remember
The
that?
greatest trick the devil ever played is convincing people he doesn't
Doesn't
exist.
exist. Yes.
Oh, he exists. But
Well, a lot of people don't believe it.
He's not omnipresent like the Most High. And omnipresent is being able to be in all different places at one time, knowing all your thoughts and all your everything that you think, everything that's in your heart. And what he's done is made this world this is how the Antichrist system is being set up right now. So, for example, it's pretty much a surveillance world where cameras everywhere.
Big brother.
You type in something on Google, it finishes the rest off of what you think, and you think, oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Algorithms.
The algorithms. You've got Alexas in the houses, like picking up.
You
like,
know
you've
what?
got
Anyone that's
phones.
listening to my conversation at home, they're really bored because there's nothing going on. Like, there's anime junkie, you need to give me. It's just like,
Whoa.
if you're listening to that, you really need to get a better job, mate. Right, you know what? How was our weeks, man? Jesus Christ, Chris, man, you make things so long, don't you?
What are you talking about, man? You did that on purpose. Anyway,
That was like a 1500-meter race.
and I'm not too sure. if Lucifer's name is Samael, by the way.
He's the light
It
bringer.
could be Azazel.
He's the light bringer, man.
Or Azazel should his name should be. Lucifer is Latin for. It's the Latin version of his name. His actual name has got an EL at the end of it, which is little L, which is God, the little God. So if you see like for example,
again-
Michael
Yeah.
has got EL at the end or AL. I can't remember EL.
AL.
Depends.
Oh, Mike.
No, EL.
And you've
Spell
got Gabriel. And then his one was either Samael or Azazel. I think it's Azazel because Azazel, if you read the book of Enoch, Azazel is the scapegoat. Basically, he's the one who was mainly in charge of everybody, of the angels that came down and taught men all the wicked things, how to make tools to kill each other, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. So, yeah.
Disagreements.
He's the one who took the biggest
Disagreements,
punishment.
then, yeah.
Listen,
The disagreement.
if people
Sound like
want
dysfunction to me, though.
Dysfunction, innit? Yeah.
Kardashians are messed up. Though. I'm just saying.
Right,
yeah,
so how was
stop
our
the
weeks, man?
Satanists.
Come on. We know how Ryan's week went.
Well, I did Ryan's 21 day. Started that his
doing it.
program. Still doing it. Ryan. Anybody that hasn't joined, can they still join, or that's it?
Yeah, it's too late. I mean, 'cause it started on that Tuesday the 2nd.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's no point starting. I'll do another one at some point.
No, it's
Yeah.
good. I'm telling you, man. You man need to do this. It's good. I have to say.
So was it involved?
So it gives you a program, gives you the food, what to eat. Well, you've given a guide basically
yeah.
of what to eat, and then you've got the training program. So you got in your calendar. So say Tuesday, I had to do
It's in an app. Yeah.
chest and what did I do? Back and shoulders, and I think some cardio. I think on there as well. Each day. So yeah, and you also put how much weights you put in, so you can measure it. You can look at it back and try and get a PB.
Yeah.
But no, I'm telling you, the leg one was. I thought the leg one was. I looked at the videos. I thought, yeah, this is alright. It's which one the fireman squat. Which one?
Oh, what the Jefferson squad?
That's it. The Jefferson. Oh my gosh, the Jefferson. And I think you had like 40 kg,
Did I? I don't
or
know,
40 or
but
45.
It's an older video, I think. Yeah.
But man, when I look at Ryan's videos, yeah, and I see the weight, I look at the weight, I try to look for the weight, right? And I say, okay, cool, I'm going to half that.
No, but I'm only demonstrating with those. That's only like a demonstration, so I'm not pushing myself in those videos.
Okay. I still have to half it though, man. Can't take no risks, man. So I did that. And then, yeah, my legs were messed up, man. And then went to Southend yesterday. Yeah, took the family to Southend. Why is there so many black people there, man?
Southend.
Like
I don't really go Southend, man.
I went
the ghetto
there-
ones.
I think it's just commercial. It's commercial.
Yeah, I don't go Southend.
I went there
Like,
one
it's
back
not
on
like,
the
not
weekend.
like I don't want black people there, do you know what I mean? But
It sounds
there
like
was
you
a lot
don't.
of road man there. Like I'm there with the family, like there's like bare weed like being smoked on road and that. So I'm like, yeah, Southend. You
One
know?
question: did you go hard into Southend, or was it more Leon C, or definitely Southend?
Bro, you're going technical. Man.
It's on the same road, but if you walk further up, then you get away from the road man, innit?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So which way, left or right?
Depends what side you're standing on.
Yeah, maybe it depends on like the angle of the sun on that day. Yeah.
Is the sea behind you? Is that what you mean? Left or right?
Yeah. Okay, so if the sea's behind you, then it's more left.
What's this, on a globe earth or a flat one?
Oh god,
God damn it.
the sea is behind you. Well, the so-called sea. We know what Southend is like. Like you can literally, if the tide's all the way out, you could just walk down to Canvey Island.
Yeah, no, the tide was gone, man.
No, I remember when the tide came in. I was like, raw. I'm actually at
So-
the beach.
so- no, let me not go there.
Go,
man. Friday.
Come on.
Friday, man. Come on.
So if the tide goes out, where does it go on the flat earth? Does that push to the corner or something?
Oh, no.
Does it push to the
Now,
side?
now I know why you were hesitant to ask that shit.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
Half an hour question.
It's fine. There's ice walls all the way around. Ice walls.
So it just freezes it.
Yeah. So we'll go to the ice wall, isn't it?
Well, freeze that
Go
Sub-Zero.
to the ice wall, isn't it?
Oh, fair play. Yeah.
Sponsored by Samsung.
Make it make sense.
Oh, God. So, Colin.
My week was alright actually. What did I do? Done a bit of housework. I've done a bit of garden work. So basically, I've got a lazy spa in my back garden, and we haven't used it for the best part of 4 months. I actually wanted to use my lazy spa when it was snowing. Do you know what it's like to go into an outside jacuzzi when it's snowing? It's 40 degrees heat in the jacuzzi. It's bloody fantastic. You get a cold like that, but it feels great. You know? But there was a problem with the pump.
Good
so
promo.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a problem with the pump because like the pump is the one that blows the bubbles and heats it up. And for you to have a spa, especially my one, you have to let it heat up for like 12, 13 hours for it to get to a decent temperature.
Right.
It wasn't working. Sent it off. Within a few days, the guy says, yes, fixed. I'm going to send it back to you. So I can't wait to jump into my pool this weekend. Other than that, rap size was cool. Again, my guy, he's in Portugal. So I was obviously by myself this week. It was half term, so it was a bit quiet. You know what half term's like.
Yeah.
Get the kids out of the yard.
Dead.
Shut them the hell up. Take them to South End with all the roadmen, you know. Whether the tide, whether the tide be in or out, you know. But back to normal next week.
Yes. Kids.
Back to normal. Actually, no. Let me tell you exactly what happened. Actually, so no, Brentwood in where I am is a family orientated area. It's kind of middle class. So what happened? There's a club in Brentwood called Block 40. It's a London club. Yeah. That's the only club where there's shit ton of black people there, roadman, all day long, right? You got Sugar Hut, white. Slugger Letters, white. Block 40, everyone's black, yeah? So basically what happened was...
Like a nightclub, you mean?
It's a nightclub, yeah. It's a nightclub. And what happened was, I then hear the day after that someone got stabbed.
Yeah, I see what I mean.
And a few hours later, that person died.
It's not even surprising.
The irony is this, where I just said that Brentwood is a family-orientated area, right? The Brentwood Council put together a murder mystery hunt the next day.
Hold on.
They put a murder mystery hunt where
Scooby-Doo.
basically, people coming in looking dressed like Tintin, Sherlock Holmes.
After someone just got stabbed.
But they didn't know this.
Okay, right. Okay.
So they didn't. Yeah. So ironically, they had planned for this whole murder. I'm talking like families all around the place. They're on their phone. They got this app.
Well, they planned it before this happened.
They planned it before it happened.
Okay.
Yeah. But obviously, these are middle class people, so they don't know about black people getting stabbed outside Block 40 in Romford, in Brentwood. Yeah. It wasn't until a few people says, why is there a murder mystery hunt happening right now? Why is this guy dressed up like Scooby-Doo? Why is he dressed up like Shaggy? Why is he dressed up? Do you know that someone got stabbed yesterday? And it was, that's the irony of it. So that happened over the weekend. That was wild.
Bad timing.
Timing could not have been at a worse time. But that didn't stop people. They still walked around trying to find this treasure or something what they were trying to find. But that was jokes. But otherwise,
it's so typical, isn't it?
Well, jokes in there, and I mean, I'm sorry about what happened to
typical.
The stabbed victim and that.
God, man.
But yeah, that was my week.
You're an idiot. You are an idiot. Chris is an idiot.
Samuel.
What did I do? I didn't do much on the week, so I was working. The kids were out with my various family members each day, so I got rid of them. And then Saturday, kids went to a party. I went out with Suzanne. I went Canberra Sands on Saturday. I went late. I went about 4:00. Nice walk along the beach. It's about an hour and 30 drive. It's near Hastings.
Okay, yeah.
But it's a nice beach, and you just walk for just forever. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna start going to the beach late. I'm not going early, because when we got there, it was still hot, and people were leaving because they've been there all day. Yeah, and the shops were the little shops are still open if you wanted something to eat. Parking's dead cheap. It's like £1.80, and it will last me the whole night, basically. Oh. So it's I got there, we just chilled.
What? So like a 90-minute drive, I can be there, yeah?
Yeah. Just straight over the queue. That reminds me. Thank you for reminding me. Got to pay the toll charge. Haven't done that yet, man. But yeah, so
you better do that now.
Yeah. You know what? In regards to that, remember the time when I told you that I got a speed awareness thing? I got it tomorrow morning. No, tomorrow evening.
So hold on. I just got my letter through. I had a speed awareness for driving here. Actually, I think a few weeks back.
Yeah,
it was like a 40. A road that was average 40. I must have been going beyond 40.
40's 45.
Yeah. And I've got. They
must
sent
have been.
Yeah, it must. So they sent me obviously. Is this you? Yeah, it's me. And then then they sent me back because I've never had a speed awareness. Remember I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So now I've got one. Yeah, but it's online.
Yeah, it's online.
Yeah, it's all
online. Do you
online.
have to pay £90 for it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I had to pay 90. What?
Yeah.
I pay £90.
I pay £90 for mine.
Metropolitan Police.
Metropolitan. I'm Essex Police, so there might be a different.
It's a bump, man.
Essex Police are worse.
I don't think so. I need to read it properly, but all I saw is that I had to finish the course by the 6th of the 9th. So what's that? What month is that? September. So 6th of September, I have to complete the course online. So you haven't got to go anywhere.
Yeah. That's back in the day, I had to go to Holiday Inn allegedly.
Yeah.
To go
I went to the Holiday Inn. Yeah, to that one.
Yeah,
they always choose the cheapest venue as well.
Deadest venue, man.
But the thing that was good about it when I did go is that everybody knew while we were all in here. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like you're there on your own. Like everyone knew.
It's like Alcoholic Anonymous, isn't
it? And everyone was just chilled with each other. It was cool, man. It was cool. But £90.
So flipping.
They might as well said you got a fine for £90.
But no, hear this. I would rather pay that than get more points on my license, but I can't be dealing with that, bruv. Because insurance companies, they're digging deeper these days, boy.
Is it?
Yeah, man. They're digging.
People were driving during COVID when they shouldn't have, and they had accidents, and it's pushed up the premiums.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of the premiums are going up because of people having accidents. Should have been driving when it was the height of lockdown.
But you should have been home, basically.
Yeah. Right. And premiums are getting pushed up because of it. So we're all getting punished.
So basically, if you had points for your license and you're getting a new insurance and you say you didn't have points in the license, that can't run no more.
I don't know, man. I've never had points on my license. I don't know.
Well, you're a clean driver. You're new, bro. I've been doing this from day.
I've been disqualified.
I've been doing this since you had plats.
I had a TT99. I've got a TT99 on mine. Yeah? Meaning I've been disqualified and I'm back on 0. I'm actually back on 6 now.
Oh, wow. How did that happen?
I went to 9. That's the highest.
No, I got taken off. I got taken out by the same camera twice.
This fly is driving.
Man.
Yeah.
That's long, man. When I had 9, I think I should have had the extra 3, and the 3 times I got clocked by a camera. This is like 15 years ago. I got clocked by the same camera twice. No, a red camera twice. I got the letter, didn't open it.
A red camera?
No, I opened it. I just didn't reply to it.
What's a red camera?
You know the red light camera.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then there was another one. I think we went up like Milton Keynes or something like that, and I got flashed there. And I got the letter, and I didn't respond to it, and none of them came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mad. You see these cameras.
Allegedly.
You see, allegedly. You see some of these cameras. Some of these cameras are. Well, I know that one of these cameras in those speed cameras, they don't have any film in it. No film in it at all. No camera. Then there's also cameras that sit on the traffic light, like you said, but their primary job is to check whether you're on the phone or not while you're driving.
Yeah.
They don't check for nothing else. They want to check whether you got ting in your hand.
is it?
Yeah. And they'll do you for that. There's one in Redbridge as well.
Where's that in Redbridge?
I've never seen any.
Charlie Brown ran up. No, not Charlie Brown ran up. What's the other one? No, before you got the A406. You know what I mean?
That's the Charlie Brown one, isn't it?
No, Charlie Brown is if you're going to go. Oh, no, I'm
Redbridge
getting it wrong.
roundabout.
No, the A12. Yeah, Redbridge roundabout, A12. A406 is Charlie Brown.
So how long
A12
you knew about this?
Long time, bruv.
Right.
I shared this with you as well.
You know.
Bruv, you never listen. You never listen.
He doesn't though.
That doesn't, don't listen
bruv.
at all.
He's
I
right.
told you.
You know, I can't
He's
even
right,
fault you
mate.
for that.
Exactly.
Right,
I
you
told
know
you
what?
and your brother, man.
We're gonna get onto this, bruv. Naomi Osaka.
Okay.
So she's decided she didn't want to do any more interviews at the French Open because
This is wrong, man.
of her mental health. She said basically, I don't feel like talking to the camera. I'm a bit of an introvert. And sometimes if I lose or if I win, I'm not really in the best frame of mind to talk to people about my loss. She finds it a little bit. And everybody got onto her. Piers Morgan, everyone was saying she's a spoiled little...
Can you say what Piers
heard about
Morgan
it.
said?
Oh,
Is it on Twitter?
it'll be on Twitter, yeah. Just type in Naomi Osaka, Piers Morgan, because I got like 2% on my battery.
Can we just say that we're in a mental health wellness world at the moment right now?
Piers, though. Piers.
Piers.
My problem with Piers...
How is he talking? He hasn't even got a show anymore, has he?
Oh, he talks on Twitter. He
Bro,
talks a lot.
He's got a lot of followers on Twitter.
Yeah, he talks a lot on Twitter, and basically he's calling her she's a spoilt brat. Now she's the best player in the world. All of a sudden she doesn't want to do
So it
interviews
says
anymore.
Naomi Osaka is a petulant brat.
There you go.
Who can't handle criticism.
Petulant prat.
You
Come
can't
on,
handle.
I
Piers.
think that's what she said.
criticism.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Interesting.
Obviously she's came out. She's dropped out of the French Open. She said, I didn't expect to cause so much basically fuss. She just said it and said she ain't doing no interviews, and she thought that would have been it. Like people would be like, oh, who cares? But it made such a big issue. She got fined and then she dropped out.
I just got to find something like 15K.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
10K.
And then after that,
For what?
for basically saying she's not going to talk because you
not
apparently
doing
it. Contract,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's part of your media requirement.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got to
yeah.
do it.
Right.
She's saying my mental health don't particularly want to do it. They find her and then she dropped out. And then they come in and said, "Oh, we wish to try and work with Naomi." It's like, well, the only reason why you're doing
What?
that is because you didn't think
Messed up.
she would have dropped out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my issue with this is Piers, really. It's like two people have said now it's a mental health issue. How can you question anybody's mental health, really and truthfully? I don't know what any of you three are going through. You could all tell me whatever, and you could be going home and dealing with some real shit.
Yeah, exactly.
How can you
yeah,
question like someone that's come out and said, I actually find this quite hard? Where did you get off?
It's very similar
it's a bully.
to.
I don't understand
Yeah.
how he comes up with that conclusion in his own head because he just doesn't know.
Well, when Alex
Before you
pressed
know
him,
it,
he got up and walked off.
yeah, and before you know it, she could commit suicide. Then what? You know what I mean? Then it's too late.
It'll be the first one on his Twitter. Oh, she was such a lovely girl.
Yeah.
Da.
You just don't know, so you can't comment. You can't comment on something that's in someone's head.
Yeah.
It's wrong. It's.
I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Me personally, if I'm competing in anything and I lose, I don't want to talk to no one.
Anyway,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, I don't want to have a conversation. I mean, even when I play FIFA, you know, when Chris used to beat me, it's like I get out my house.
Oh, do you remember? Do you remember Virtual Tennis? Remember that?
Yep, yes.
Yeah. I got so angry, man.
I remember my brother. We used to play Pro Evo,
Yeah.
And he used to be Michael Owen. And he was just one, he's just fast.
Yeah.
And he would just run with it and score all the time. I think once I beat him up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Do you know what?
Done to your mental health.
I remember my brother doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I was always beating my brother, and then all of a sudden my brother got good. And he got better than me, and he started like these youngsters
that young, innit?
Young, man,
quick on their fingers,
doing all the madness and doing like I thought, nah, man, I ain't this man. Man, I had to slap him up and that, man.
No, this has brought me back to a time when I just joined the internet age to play online with PS3. I thought I was a bad man with Street Fighter with Ken.
Nah, man, them Chinese.
I'm playing them Chinese guys online. 5 up until 5 in the morning in the dark in the living room by myself.
One time I stepped on
with a glass of water
with Ken, thinking, I'm gonna handle big.
Yeah.
This guy done like 20 dragon punches. Next thing I know, my life bar just went
like perfect, innit? John, it was like, you lose.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was 2 perfects. I was close to tears. I ain't gonna lie, I was close to tears.
This is what I'm saying.
This is not right.
Look at the basic things, like these things here we get upset about. Like, can you imagine? You're playing, you're doing your job, and you're playing high stakes tennis, and you lose.
I mean, in front of the world, everyone's got an opinion.
Now you have to answer questions about how great the other person is and what made you think how you lost.
And also think about the abuse she will get on a daily basis.
You got to remember, she's an introvert. Yeah. You can tell. I mean, I've seen her in interviews. You can see she finds it so uncomfortable, right? And let's not forget, tennis is a very white-dominated sport. So you've had Serena, she went when she was playing. I think one year she's playing in Indian Wells, place in America, and they booed her because she was black. She literally left the tennis court.
Was that before or after she played Naomi and she was criticizing the
No, this was before Naomi was even about.
Oh, okay.
This was like when Serena was starting to rise as being the GOAT.
I think she lost today, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she did. Yeah, I stopped keeping up with her now, man. She's a GOAT, so I'm all right with that. But it's like, can you imagine someone, Selena, you look at her, you think she's mentally tough. You just think she's tough. And that even affected her. So someone that's an introvert who is half black, half Chinese, no, Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah,
I've got to get this right.
She's half
Osaka is a Japanese.
Is she Haitian? I think
she's half black,
Haitian.
something, and Japanese. And, she's in a white-dominated sport. She's saying, look, it's mental health. Everybody just goes for her. Yeah. I would have hated to see her DMs on her Twitter account, but the amount of racialness would have come out in that account alone.
Even what's his name, Ryan Garcia, innit? Ryan. He was after he beat Luke Campbell. He's taken a whole 2 months off just to secure his.
You got to come off. You got to come off social media.
And he won. And he
beat
won
him
his
good.
fight.
Yeah, he beat him good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So he's got a massive following. It's just crazy, man.
These
you
trolls,
don't know what's
man.
happening. You don't know what's happening.
You don't know what's going on. So when people question you and be like, you get paid this, get on with it.
I personally think
I get that.
It's the association is wrong in every way, shape, and form. As soon as she come out and said she had mental illness or her wellness, anything like that,
you know what happened?
There should have been support.
They fined her, which right, because technically she's breached her contract.
That's fine.
But I think
support.
After that there was conversations in between where they were basically saying you can't continue to do this. We're going to make you do it. And that's why she dropped out. There's no, because at the end of the day you got to look at if you've been fined, let her play.
Yeah, but the thing is, as soon as one of my staff says they've got wellness issues or anything like that, I have to show support. Like I have to evidence support.
Yeah.
So it should be the same.
I want to give them support, like as a person.
Yeah.
But if I don't evidence that I'm giving support and say they go to court or something like that,
take it up.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. The same should go to everyone else. Like, give her support. I don't want to hear no statements like after she's had to leave to say, we'll try and work with her. No, you should have been trying to work with her and put out a statement when she was still in the tournament.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. But I mean, you know what? Parts of me thinks that, do you know what? Because obviously she's in that industry. She's top of the food chain, she would say, in that industry.
Yeah,
is she the highest paid?
She's the highest paid. She's number one. I know she's number two now. Yeah, because she didn't play, but she's number one.
Where did she come from? Because I don't even know who she was.
Japan. She just came onto the scene. Her rise to fame was beating Serena.
Must have been quick.
Serena's never ever. I think Serena's probably beat her once, but Serena has trouble with her. Every time that fixture comes up, Serena's sweating.
Why does she have trouble with Osaka then?
Well,
she's good.
From what she is
how
good.
Did she just come up like that so quick?
No, you know what? Let's be real. That time when
She's got a handler.
Yeah.
Well, no. That time when Naomi played her, apparently that's when Serena was screaming at the referee saying, you don't treat us black women or women
look at her face.
of color properly.
You've seen her.
And-
You've seen her.
No, I just saw her, but let me look at her again. Hold on.
Naomi Osaka.
Something might be fishy.
They won't just
Japanese,
come
part
out of the
Haitian.
woodwork like
Well,
that.
a lot of these tennis players, they're on the circuit, and then they just hit it
How
big
old
one
is she?
time.
She looks young.
She's 20s,
24,
I'd say, early
25.
20s.
So what she do? So
Should have had a handler.
was she going through the youth?
She would have.
Yeah,
Was she
probably.
doing well in the youth?
Yeah,
They all have
probably, yeah.
handlers. All the stars. Messi, Ronaldo, all
Yeah,
of them.
well, they all got handlers, but
The jaw looks pretty like square.
Her
what?
jaw.
Ryan's trolling, man. Don't listen to Ryan.
I'm just looking. I'm looking. She's got a square jaw.
Yeah, but you got to remember
What's
that
her build like?
she's small, she's petite. She's
Quite muscular.
She's
muscular.
not really, no.
Oh man, look, you can see her in 3D. Look at that.
Sometimes she looks like
What's it?
Serena, like from far.
Look at that.
No, she don't.
Yeah, man, from far.
What? Ah.
No, there was one time.
I'm sorry. Say
there
that
was one
again.
time-
She looks like who?
No, from
Serena,
far.
from
Serena from
Yeah.
far.
No.
Shape of the face.
There was one time when
Shape of the
she
face.
was on the TV, and I thought,
Oh, look at that, man.
I was thinking, Serena's playing.
Yeah,
and then I look on the top
she
looks,
left.
yeah,
Looks
and I look on the top left, and I couldn't see Serena's name.
Ryan's savage today. Look at that smile.
I just know.
No,
I'm not doing this with you,
I
lot, man.
disagree. I
hair.
disagree. I disagree.
No, it's not.
It's not the hair,
hair.
man. No, it's not the hair.
It's not.
It is. I think it's the hair.
How quick did she rise up the rankings then?
She rise quickly, bro.
Yeah, if you think the last 5
Very
years,
quick.
maybe 6.
5 years.
When did she win? What's her accolades?
I don't think she can handle.
What's her accomplishment? She can't. She's an introvert. She can't handle the
I don't
pressure.
think she can handle the things that she's gonna have to do.
No,
things that this will mess up her career in terms of
it will.
How she plays.
She's an introvert. You can tell she's not about that life. She's not.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know. She doesn't know what she signed up for.
She'll end up just going away.
Yeah,
and that'll be it.
She's backing out of the system.
Probably. Probably.
You know what? Here's a question. Hey, John.
Yeah.
Is this a dodgy question or what? I mean, she's part Japanese, part Haitian, but why does she represent Japan and not Haiti?
Say again?
Well,
so she's part Haitian.
She's
and
born
part
in Japan.
She's born there.
Yeah.
She's born in Japan.
Okay.
But born in Japan to a Haitian father.
But she's tough on the black. She's hard on the Black Lives Matter thing. So I thought she was doing something for her.
She's lived and trained.
Part of the
she's
country.
lived and trained in the USA since age of 3.
So she's Japanese national.
Okay.
I wonder how they took that because they don't particularly like black people.
But they would have loved to. The Americans probably would have loved her to represent America, innit? If she's been there since 3 years old.
Yeah.
They'll be angry about that.
She speaks Japanese only with her mum.
And she's an introvert, man.
Mm-hmm.
Leave her alone, man. Just
that's what I think. I think Piers go do one.
Yeah, look, I've been a Piers fan for a long time, but there's some things I don't always agree with him, and that one I definitely don't, man. When it comes to mental health, it's not a joke thing, man. People do exploit it. People do profit off it.
She could definitely look like Serena from the distance.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
saying,
she
man.
can't.
She
What are you talking? No.
She can.
I'm
I'm not
Ryan's
dealing
back,
with you.
right?
I'm going to the next topic.
Can I just say, Just confirm, Piers Morgan, you're a bully.
Yeah.
You're a bully.
You couldn't handle it when Alex pressed you, man.
You haven't got a job, lad.
You walked off.
Just because you lost Megan in that when you sent her in that taxi,
Put you in a friend zone, blood.
Right, you know what? We're gonna start our next one, man. Now Ryan dropped one in the group. It's called there's an article, Sex-Free Marriage. Welcome to the new trend of the wokies. Marrying your best friend.
Well, is it in the group?
Yeah, it's in the group. It's in the pod group.
I've not
What
seen
do you
that.
guys think of that, man?
it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's one of the dumbest things.
Hold on, let me.
These millennials, man.
No, it's so stupid.
Sex-free marriage. Welcome to the new trend of the.
Do you know what I'm just gonna say this, right? The agenda is
different beds.
always to break up the relationship of or even the sexual connection between a man and a woman.
Gosh.
Yeah. Think about it. A man and a woman have a sexual relationship or sexual chemistry in their relationship. That's part of a relationship anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously they'll have children. Yeah. And I don't know what this agenda is. Sex-free relationship with your best friend or marriage. That don't make no sense. How do you get married to your best friend and then not want to have sex?
So look, listen. So this is how it works. So I've got the actual full article here.
Yeah, come on, man.
Let's go.
So this is obviously about what their point of view. So marriage is not about two people who are romantically involved with each other.
Okay.
Not anymore.
Oh wow.
A new trend of platonic marriages is emerging, and there's absolutely no need to get hot and sticky beneath the bed sheets ever.
Because of COVID.
That's just stupid.
Call me a cynic.
What's the name of the author?
That is just stupid.
Charlie Stone by Charlie Stone.
I'm not buying that at all.
That is such
Everlasting
trash,
and sexually supercharged romantic love is a myth.
man. He's a virgin.
It
as well.
exists only for Disney princesses. So why not start out where you and your spouse are sure to end up anyway?
Where's
In
that?
separate beds, sexless from the get-go. There's no need to waste all that noisy energy. The sheets will be cleaner too. You can also have sex with whoever the hell you like, whenever the hell you feel like it. Anyone that is except your chosen spouse. That's not allowed.
So you can't have sex with the one you marry, but you can have sex with anyone
that's what
else.
it sounds like. You can. So let me just read it again. You can also have sex with whoever the hell you like, whenever the hell you feel like it. Anyone that is, except your chosen spouse, that's not allowed. Yeah.
What?
So, yeah. So basically, what you said.
Do you know what? It's a slap in the face to the Most High, man. One of the commandments is thou shalt not commit adultery. Yeah, slap in the face.
So let me carry on. Couples are starting to walk down the aisle, tie the knot, insert cliche of choosing.
It's not a marriage,
of
then,
your
is it?
choosing. In elaborate, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, that's basically the.
So you're basically marrying your best. So you're basically marrying your best friend, and you basically can't beat, but you can beat other people and come on.
I don't understand why.
Basically, that's what it is.
I don't understand what's the point. What is the point?
I know you're laughing for. That's basically what it is, blood.
There will be no structure if they have kids with other people. There'll be no structure in that household.
So what's the point? I want to know what the point of it is. Then
It's not like John said long time ago, right? It says no, people do not get married for a sacred reason.
So hold on.
It's not a sacred thing.
It's a marriage. So they live together.
So they high five in the morning.
Yeah. But they can't. But
Shake
it's not,
hands.
there's no romance. There's no
That's
romance.
dead.
They high five in the
That's
morning.
dead.
Basically, there's no romance.
One of them, bring it in hugs.
Bring it in, yeah. Or like Demolition Man just waving. at
Again,
the
it's
head.
just people making up.
How old was the author of that? How old are they? Like 20?
Millennials, man.
It's all millennials, bruv.
He's worked at several national newspapers. No, he's big. He's well established.
Yeah,
Author and
arsehole.
journalist.
And there's people
who has
actually-
worked for the BBC, several national newspapers in the UK and international media. Don't know who.
Could you imagine on your wedding night? Just air.
You just
like,
so
all right, well, see you in the morning. All right?
No, but
Safe.
yeah.
nah. Do you know what? But naturally, as a man, yeah, obviously, like back in the day when, like, I'm gonna go back to college days,
safe
right?
blood.
So there was girls that you'd be friends with, like, but you had intentions really deep down, and that. So, if you were, you went round the house, and she just happened to just like put it on you.
Stick it on you.
Yeah, you're going to go for it. Do you know what I mean? Or, I don't know, you're going to try and get into a situation where something's going to happen.
He's also saying like these kind of marriages, of course, have always happened. Alliances between kings and clans, families, and all that, and millions still enter arranged marriages.
Correct. It's correct. No, this is true.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is true.
Let me finish. And millions still enter arranged marriages with someone they barely even know.
Yeah, but that still happens today.
Yeah. Right.
That's
now.
true.
Yeah.
The royal family.
Yeah. Muslims. But Muslims.
Yeah.
It's all arranged, but and that
The
potentially
royal
arranged,
family.
Yeah.
Listen. William, I'm gonna say it straight. He's got concubines, man, and Kate. They got concubines.
Yeah.
They
That's
got them.
standard though, man.
Yeah.
Diana had it. Charles had it. He just had the wonder, Camilla, because he fell in love with his concubine.
Yeah. And the dad was like, "Nah, man, fix up, man."
Yeah.
Marriage has not always been about love. It has always been. It has always been a kind of contract. Plus, I know plenty of people who married someone from another country so they could get a visa.
Yeah, but that's standard.
Yeah,
that's
but
you go to Jamaica.
That's old school, man.
They never had
It's
sex
there.
together either. So it's basically just saying that
It's a sexless marriage.
It's
a sexless
it's
union.
here with us. It's been here with us for ages.
So that's their excuse for it to carry on and not.
it's kind of taking it. It's kind of just making it up as making up a new trend.
This is what I don't like. You know what I don't like about. You know what I don't like about this generation? Trends. I saw a stupid trend the other day. This girl, this young girl, you know these TikTok trends.
Yeah.
This girl got some protein powder shake. Yeah, protein powder, no water, no nothing. Just backed it.
But that's old.
But hear this.
Yeah.
She had a heart attack because of it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like when you man were doing the cinnamon challenge and swallowing that. Yeah, but the protein powder thing, she done that, started to
Wait,
work
you see
out,
that- you see
and she
that-
had a heart attack and then he died.
Did you see that girl who took a picture in business class? And then someone else took a picture of her sitting in economy.
Good.
Same girl, same clothes, a lot on the same plane.
Did someone like Ray J did something like that?
No, Bow Wow challenge.
Bow Wow
challenge. Yeah.
So hold on, she just took a quick pic and then
Quick
moved.
picture and all her hair done, and she was looking on point. Took the picture, something about some little caption, I fly a kind of business or whatever,
Yeah.
and then someone took the picture of her in the dead pixel way. There you go, and then posted it. Same girl sitting in a crunched up
So
economy.
what did she have to say for herself?
But what she later did was she posted another pic with her friend about 2 days later with her sitting in a business class saying, "I actually paid for this." Just to kind of, she's an influencer, innit? But it's
So hold it. Yeah, she's just trying to just get them likes, innit? Save
likes
money
and
and
comments.
save money.
Yeah.
Man.
Imagine she got on that plane early to get that photo.
of
innit?
course. She was the one in line at front, first one. You know what I mean?
Make sure you get them empty seats quick.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you get out the seat, please?
Let me just take this photo real quick.
have you got tickets for this section?
I tell you, man, the millennials, man, they need to stop. They need to stop, man. It's
like they're just creating new things that doesn't even need to be
They're creating mental health.
recycled. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, they are.
Making them more
Sexless
anxious, anxious. Making them put more pressure on themselves.
sexless marriages.
Sexless
No,
marriage.
No.
So on your wedding night, you just go in that bed and she goes in that bed. Good night. Peace.
It's like a business or something.
And then like next thing you know, you hear vibrator and she's just sorting herself out. And then you're there and then you want to kind of join in.
Blacked.
Blacked.com. And then like wake up in the morning and then like you gotta flip in, pour your own cornflakes.
Babe,
Hey, babe.
can I come in?
You know what I mean? Like you do like a 9 to 5, you come home and then you decide to put something in the bin and you see used condoms are in there that weren't yours. In the bin.
Yeah, but it's not your wife though, is it? It's a contract, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a marriage though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can't even question, you can't even say, "Oh babe, how was your day?" "Oh, my day was great."
But I don't understand it. I don't understand what's the point.
It's chaos.
You
If
might
you
as well
can,
just-
if you can have sex with like other people and stuff like that.
Then what's the
It
point in
makes
getting
sense.
married then?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, don't get married.
What's the point? What's the
Yeah,
point?
yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing. People are trying to recycle words that don't even need, like, you know, marriage means something to people like us, but marriage to them means they recycle it into something that benefits them.
It's a middle finger to God's commandments, basically.
Absolutely. No,
So
that- I
what
agree
was
with
his
you, bro.
commandment that they're disrespecting?
Nah,
Won't commit adultery.
yeah. thou
Don't
shalt
commit
not-
adultery.
So adultery, you have to be married.
yeah.
You have to be married to create to do you, or is that a
But-
man-made
and then-
marriage?
Nah,
No, that was a commandment.
but
That-
then
that was-
no,
I know
adultery.
adultery is a commandment. But
Yeah.
does that mean you have to be married to commit adultery?
Well, I suppose if you're no, I don't think you
Yeah,
do, because at
if
the end
you're
of the day, if you're
committed
committed
to
to
I
someone,
think if
innit?
you're committed to someone,
yeah, right. So marriage
Not-
is something
not
that's
married.
man-made,
Yeah.
isn't it? When you look at it like that.
I suppose we've all
yeah.
committed adultery around this table, didn't it?
Once upon a time.
Yeah, I understand. Definitely adultery is one of the commandments. But yeah, but is marriage just something that has been created by humans?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another topic.
Because
That is another topic, actually.
could be.
Oh
let's go into it. Man. Well,
no! So this where John
well, back
and
in the
Ryan can
day,
talk.
you were allowed to have more than one wife.
You was.
Yeah, and still in some cultures.
Man, I saw one African guy on Instagram who's got 6 wives and they're all pregnant.
But
from
this,
him.
but this is why the Most High brought these commandments, like to Moses. Obviously, like you had like Abraham, he had his wife Sarah, and she, you know, they were promised that they were going to have a child by the Most High. They got until their 90s, a child didn't happen, and she was just like, all right, have sex with the maid, and he did, had a child. Ishmael came, and this is where Islam, the religion, came from Ishmael, and then they were told, no, I said both of you gonna have a child together, and which they did, and that was Isaac, and that's where the line of Shem comes from as well. But yeah, like loads of people, like they did back in the day. A lot of people had that, but this is where the commandments came in to tell people, all right, cool, stop, because obviously it's going to get out of hand, kind of thing. So it's like to slow people down. And then when Yahushua came, Jesus, he actually explained it in a different way. So he came down to explain the commandment even more, to the point of where if you say you've looked at a girl, lusted, you've already committed the adultery. in your mind.
That's crazy.
Although you haven't
man.
done it physically, you've already committed it in your mind.
Oh, so that you know that counts for today as well.
No,
right?
it's not as in a thing like, all right, because you've lusted, you've done it, right? It's more of a spiritual thing. Whereas, like, for example, like with porn, like you watch a little bit of porn or you see something, you're going to continue to want to watch more porn. If you lust over one, what happens next time? You lust over a little bit more. You might talk to another one another day. You might take a number another day. You might,
up.
yeah. So it's like a build up of.
It's like a chain of events.
It's basically just saying, look, the consequences is adultery. Yeah.
Stop now.
So stop. So think about your decisions as well before you commit the wrong consequences, basically. So, yeah, man. Listen. At the end of the day, I think obviously it probably is man-made.
Yes, yeah. Because when they say adultery, you know, how do you create that? You know, how does that happen? That means you have to be committed to someone, right?
Yeah, I suppose to be an adulterer, you got to be committed to someone and then go somewhere else.
So then
while you've promised or you've committed to that
so
person.
then they've so humans have written this contract, they've written a piece of paper. They've got a piece of paper together to then obviously.
But the marriage thing, then I suppose that kind of solidifies it in a term of if you do cheat,
So
there
when
are
marriage,
penalties.
when did a contract? When was that made?
Oh Jesus!
Right, because that's something. Like, how long ago was that put together? Like when was the first time someone had to sign their name?
Yeah.
You know, officially.
and like take half and that prenup.
Because other than that, it would have been just a word of mouth thing.
True.
Yeah, which I guess is enough.
I definitely think that what you're saying is right. It's man-made and probably been manipulated. And look at now. We have things like prenup.
Yeah.
Go to court, family court, take half and whatnot.
It's true. Because do you know what? You could be married. I hear what you're saying. You could be married by just like, all right, you know what? I'm committed to you. We're married.
We talk.
But now it's the whole thing of you've got to go through a whole ceremony. There's got to be rings. There's got to be this.
All man-made.
The word marriage
I hear that.
derives from Middle English marriage, which first appears in 1250 to 1300 CE. God Jesus, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
CE, what's that?
I don't even know. Hold on, CE. Let's have a look. CE, Common Era. That's what it means.
When was that?
Common Era. Common Era is one of the year's notions used for the Georgian calendar, and its predecessor, the Julian calendar, the world's most widely used calendar era before the Common Era, is the era before CE. So basically, before the calendar we use now.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a very long time. A very long time ago. So we're looking at the year, between 1250 to 1300.
Right.
It's pretty early.
CE,
Long time, innit?
Yeah, it's pretty early, man.
So it's EE.
Yeah.
But they, it's pretty early. So it's been about.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's crazy. At the end of the day, I just think being married, right? It's like to be honest, having more than one wife, for me, it's just headache. Why would I want more than one?
Two different energies.
I live in a house,
different stresses.
with pure gal anyway.
Me too.
Like, I got 3 daughters, one wife, and it's headache. So could you imagine adding four more wives to that one wife in that
You
household?
need that man cave ASAP, innit?
Bruv.
Sorry, just change. We'll come to the topic, but I remember that you put something online about Aaliyah's race. How did that go today?
She came third. She done it in 13.57.
But she came out from injury,
12,
right?
Under
12.57.
Yeah, 12.57. Sorry. Yep.
Oh,
See,
okay.
I got it wrong.
That's a whole second, you know?
Yeah. It was under 20s.
Okay.
So she's running against.
I need to come and see her race, man.
Yeah, man.
Come and see her
She's
race.
running against 18, 19, 20s, and it's under 20s that's seniors. So she had a 28-year-old in a race, and in the relay she had
What?
a 32-year-old. Yeah, it's crazy.
When's she next running?
Her next one will be end of this month. We're in June now, and it's the end of June. She'd be at Stratford Stadium.
nice.
Yeah, she's doing 100 meters there, man. So
yeah.
yeah,
Stratford.
so she's doing her thing.
Let me know, because I mean at the moment Rap Stars is going crazy. I've got a festival to do, and
I saw.
I got a Brentwood hockey club event to do end of the month as well. So
Yeah.
got my
done, man.
deposits this week. It's been sweet.
Good, man.
Well
See,
done,
business
man.
is booming.
Yeah, man. It's a wrap.
Let's give you that.
It's a wrap.
Stars.
So yeah, keep me.
What's wrong with you, man?
He said it's a rap.
I'll let you know, Colin. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Keep me posted. I'll definitely bring the girls down, man. 100%
Right.
Support.
Let's hit the next topic, because we're done with marriage, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the topic before that?
The topic was
Sexless
the
marriage.
wokey. Yeah.
Wokeism.
Should we get straight into the 14-year-old? Yeah. 14-year-old boy that was killed recently by a group of men in a racially motivated attack. One of the men was 38 years old in Birmingham. You want to take that one?
I just think that it's sad that I don't know the ins and outs of the story, but I think the boy that was killed, who's 14 years old, also reported that he was being racially abused to police before, and the police did absolutely nothing about it. And then this happens. 14 years old. One of the men, allegedly 38 years old. I mean, that is disgusting. I think the youngest was 16.
Right.
So it's a group of them.
Yeah, a group of them, a couple of them, I think in their 30s
So
as
a bit
well.
like a Stephen Lawrence thing again.
That's what I'm thinking.
But come on.
14, bro.
you know, the dumbness of especially the videos that we've been seeing lately as well, with all these knife attacks and that. I think this is just disgusting.
I think it's gonna I think we mentioned it before. It's gonna get wild because everyone's been locked up.
And this is
In
what
their
I
houses.
don't understand. It's just like,
As soon as the sun hits people, that's it. Everyone's going crazy. And they drink a little bit. Look, everyone's been locked in the house for a whole year. They've been drinking a bit. Sun's licking their foreheads. People just get excited and bad things happen.
Yeah, same
So
thing.
it's going to carry on.
Same thing that happened to Brentwood over the weekend.
This ain't finished yet.
Yeah.
You got loads more
Just
events
starting,
happening.
man.
Everyone's just getting excited. We're only just in June. You got July, August, September. It's scary, man. It's scary.
But when we're in lockdown, I saw so many police cars.
Yeah.
Like on the road, like all over the place, like police everywhere. And like even like I think the first week when I was driving and I see police just pull up by the side of me looking into my car and think, oh man, I'm gonna get done for like being out of the house and that. But you look at this situation, where are the police?
well, this
Where are
is it.
they?
I mean,
Where's
things
all of that
happen-
police that was trying to, keep people in their homes?
Things like this happen so quick. Like we expect the police just to be there. I mean, like we go outside, something could happen. That's it. And I'm reading here. It
But
says
I hear
another
that.
14-year-old boy and 2 men aged 35 and 38 years old have appeared in the court and been reprimanded in custody. It's like grown ass men.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the 14-year-old boy is unexcusable as well. But if this was 2 14-year-olds, it's not like it's good. But in my mind, I can fathom it. But you got a 14-year-old, you got 2 grown adults, men who should have been. Hang on a minute, this whatever happened, like whether there was a disagreement. As men, you should be able to diffuse the situation and let it go. But it looks like they have carried it out.
Look,
So
you got some crazy people out there. These people are crazy. Yeah, there is no thought process. They've grown up in a different way.
yeah,
Don't matter what age you are. Don't matter what age you are. It's just pure evil.
Demonic
It's
possessed.
pure evil.
just think of that kid's family.
And this is
man.
why I always. I know. I watched the Jamaican woman on the.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad. I was watching the news.
It's heartbreaking. Man.
Heartbreaking. I mean, she's just like she's gonna collapse. I was like, I couldn't even watch it. But this is why I say, when I went to Tower of London, right? I went to Tower of London. I went into the bloody. It's called the bloody. I think the bloody castle. There's different areas of it, right? And what they used to do to people back in the day, okay,
Fuckery.
bad. So we went down to this thing. So I was telling them, look, this is what they used to do. Like there was one stretching machine. You remember I said that?
Yeah.
Yes.
They used to put them on there. They showed the whole thing. And they said, this is a genuine machine.
Yeah.
And to stretch them very slowly, ligament by ligament, tearing slowly, very slowly. You threaten people with that, you ain't doing nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one. It's like a machine. You sit in there, and you sit with your knees up to your chest, and it just crushes you slowly. Crushes you. This machine just crushes you. That's what it used to do to people that used to do bad
Torture.
things.
Crime.
Torture.
Yeah, crime, yeah, even minor crimes or just like whatever theft. They used to do different.
Yeah.
You put look. I know it's bad, but they had the right idea
Yeah,
back
but
in the
bruv,
day.
you know
they
what?
had the
You know
right
what?
idea.
They had-
problem
they
is,
had-
though,
And they didn't have
the problem is
social
though,
media.
Yeah, but
So
the
people-
problem is
Yeah,
that is happening in America. They've got the death penalty. They've got that, and the ratio. It's us that are getting killed.
You know what?
So
You know
if
one
they
thing I don't
bring that
understand
back,
about that.
you know
You see
what I
one thing about I don't understand about death penalty. Why is it? It's only a handful of states.
it's only,
because
well,
it's
Texas.
they're the old states though. They've
rules.
got their own. I forgot the name. It's they just got their own kind of law because it's all a part of the Confederate and all that nonsense. It dates way back.
But for me personally, even that doesn't equal what was happening back. You'd feel the pain. This you hardly feel the. Well, you do a little bit high with the injection, but this you're feeling it. You're getting crushed. You don't want none of that.
yeah.
You don't want
Slow
that.
torture.
Trust me, crime will reduce.
Yeah.
It won't totally reduce, obviously.
But the problem
It
is,
will reduce.
you got the human rights people.
Yeah,
It's
obviously.
never gonna happen.
we know
Yeah,
that.
but bruv, anyone with a human rights mindset that tried to argue YAHUAH with this 14-year-old kid, needs that torture to change
No,
chamber
like all
themselves.
5 of them. He needs to make an example. I understand human rights will never happen, but they had the right idea back then.
Well,
They
what
had
about
the right
what about
idea.
the 14-year-old's human rights? What about his rights?
Exactly. That wouldn't have happened. Trust me, that wouldn't have happened if they knew the content. They're going to go to prison, and
They'll be in prison for what, 30 years? and out?
3 meals a day. They can have probably get their PlayStation.
Yeah.
They'll have their phone.
They have their phone.
Yeah.
Sneak it in. They still make money.
Yeah.
So it's the punishment's just not enough, and you got a child that's 14. That
Whole life ahead
whole
of
life
him,
of
gone.
him gone. Family around him done. My mum will never be the same.
I should never.
She'll never ever be the same till she dies. She'll never ever be the same. And this is happening all the time. And then you have human right people protecting these people, getting 3 meals a day that we have to pay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, comes
You're
out of our
paying-
taxes. Yeah.
You're paying, you're paying, I'm paying. Yeah. And you're looking after these people. You're looking after these people.
It's mad.
It's mad.
Welcome, mad. You know.
You're welcome.
So it's,
mad.
for me personally, like, human rights there's a human right to protect the people, the potential.
See, my thing is, I totally
People that-
100% agree with you.
Yeah.
But I know if they ever brought that back,
What
and
stretching machine?
any kind of capital punishment, the ratio would not be the amount of people that will be there that are black that will be getting killed. It will be us.
I don't
And that's-
I think black people get scared. You don't want no stretching machine. They're not doing nothing.
And what I'm saying to you is like, it's like, look at them kids, like for instance, what's the name? The Central Park 5.
Oh,
Remember
yes.
them?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
They basically...
When they see us on Netflix.
Yes.
Yes.
They all got done for the alleged rape of this girl. They missed the whole of the 90s.
But then-
Like the whole, like DMX albums, or they miss everything. They're in prison and then they got cleared later on, but you've missed 15 years, a chunk of your life.
It was only one of them who done longer time. So
Yeah.
Corey, innit?
Corey.
Yeah, mental health
Messed him
issues.
up
Yeah,
in there, man.
Stupid.
Messed him up.
In fact, I think there's another bit on when they see us on Netflix, like a special with the guy with the gatekeeper Oprah. Yeah. What's it? One of them, I think they all paid like 20 million.
Yeah, they
each or
got
something
paid,
like
but
that. Yeah.
they were saying-
but one of them was like, I still can't. I can't forgive my dad. I can't forgive my dad.
because his dad left him. His dad. The problem is, his dad never had the skills to deal with the police officer at the time, and his dad got scared because in them days, black people were very well. They still are, but it was a bit more. I don't know. They're very much up against it, and his dad just didn't know how to protect his son. So rather than help his son, he just left it. And the dad knew he'd done wrong. He knew he'd done wrong. You know what I mean? Because he didn't protect his son at all. He left his son to the wolves, whereas you would fight every day for your kid if you know your kid's not that way inclined. You would fight every day.
Yeah.
But back to my point, it's like if we did have capital punishment, I just think we would see the brunt of that. Regardless.
You have to think about
Look
who
at the stop and searches.
Like, look who the police, who, especially in America, who they were set up by. So you have to think about the institutions and who they, who they work
change
for.
it.
It's very hard to change that.
It's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, man. But it's sad. It's sad, and it's just another life gone. Another black life
Another
gone.
young life, bruv.
Young,
A young
and
life.
it's just, and watching that interview with the mum, I think I didn't watch all of it. I watched a couple of seconds, and I thought the problem with me now is, right, I can't watch anything that's black drama. Period.
Me neither.
I tried to watch this thing on Amazon Prime called Them. I watched the first 2 episodes. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was just black drama.
Yeah.
I can't watch seeing that woman cry over her son that's dead. Black trauma. Can't watch it. I just physically can't watch these things anymore.
Well, I challenge any movie makers to start making films about black people, and stop the manipulation of the whole slavery stuff. Start making films from 1300s and before that. Start making films.
There isn't any.
No, they won't. The whole industry is not they're not. It's not the agenda that they want to push. That's why people don't know their background. They don't know their history. But if they started making them kind of films, you'll see more positivity as a whole. Like, I don't want to talk about
That's why black people
Black
then
History Month,
need to start
blah, blah,
producing
blah.
that stuff and get it out
Yeah,
there.
they need to. In fact, one character that they should really make a movie about, which they were talking about it, but it's just gone quiet. The wealthiest man in history, Mansa Musa.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've made, actually, tell a lie, they have made black movies. No, not black movies. They made black characters of movies from back in the day.
Go on.
But like Moses,
What's Charlton
called?
Heston.
What's it called? What's that?
The Bible.
Gods of Egypt.
Yeah.
They're just not played by black people. That's all. Jesus has been played multiple times.
Yeah.
And not been black.
The character they always use is like a homeless person, man.
But when they do
disrespectful.
But when they do play a black Jesus there, I think they had that comedy skit.
Yeah, the black Jesus.
Yeah, they had in Family Guy as well.
Black Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always like a joke.
Oh, like what do you say? He says,
no, but it's a manipulation.
But we're Chesters. That's what we are.
It's a manipulation. So it's like say for example, like when I start saying, like Jesus is black. He was black. It's even in the Bible. You could see it. Like, he's what's it called? He's described as black.
Yeah.
Like in the Bible.
How did they describe him again?
He had feet like burnt brass. So the color of his skin is brass, but burnt. That means he's dark skinned black.
Dark, yeah.
He was he passed off for
his hair.
a child. He had hair like wool as well. So wool, which was the description of black hair. And he passed off as a child in Egypt.
So this actually says it like you can you open the Bible now, you can read that.
Yeah, bro. There's loads of like.
I open the Bible right now.
Solomon says he's black. He's black his skin up into the ground.
My Bible app.
He came from the light.
Yeah, if you know what verse it is.
Yeah. Revelations. It says Revelations, Isaiah, Daniel. They all describe the Messiah.
So then why? If it
as black.
exactly says that in the Bible, like you mentioned, why is Jesus a white guy with long hair?
Cesare Borgia, 1400s, the son of the Roman general.
So I'm on the Bible now. Where else can I find that? You want to write it in?
Yeah.
Try and find it for me.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Leonardo da Vinci painted Cesare Caesarea, whatever his name is, I don't care. But it's Borgia, that's his surname. Painted him. He's basically said, I want to be painted as the image of the Messiah. Yeah. So he painted him as the image of the Messiah, and that is the image that they put out. And then this is the same image that they used to the slaves when they took them over. They killed all of the ones with the knowledge keepers. So all of the ones who had wisdom, like teachers and everything, they killed all of those. The ones who were less knowledgeable, so it was like an IQ thing. So the ones who are less knowledgeable, they're the ones that they took over, right? And they're the ones that over 400 years brainwashed them, beat them, punished them, what's your name? You've seen the movies where they're getting whipped. What's your name? And they'll probably say their name. No, what's your name? So giving them their new names, so they don't even know where their names have come from. They don't know, but what they would take their slave master's name. So, for example, like Kobe Bryant, that you got the shirt for. Yeah. He comes from the line of his family comes from the Bryant family, who were slave owners. Yeah. That's where he's I think he's like one of his great grandmothers come from that line. He's actually connected to a lot of the big families in the world that run the world. He's actually connected to a lot of them. And these are where these slave owners were connected from. A lot of them, they have a lot of stake, and that's where they get their wealth from. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a madness. But Revelations. What's this? This is not a Bible.
That's the Bible app, man.
Oh, it's the Bible app.
Yeah. Or is it a different Bible I need? Just press set.
How many Bibles are there?
It's quite a few. Man.
Oh God, there's quite a few written.
So why is there so many? Why is it?
Because you've got people like King Henry VIII that wanted to marry
the Church of England
8 times.
Yeah.
So he created his own religion. Period. Church of England.
So he did that, right? So what makes you think that it wasn't done like that thousands of years ago?
Could have been.
You know what I mean?
Could have been
because it's something like if he could do it, why couldn't someone else do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it that
but
was the
also,
case, but it could have been done like that.
With the Bible now,
Yeah,
it's been interpreted.
I'll read it from there.
So
What
It said-
the New Testament?
yeah, so like basically, in one of the sentences, if like the changed to an in, it would change the whole thing
Of
just
course.
for that one thing.
Yeah.
And because it's been interpreted via a different language that nobody speaks anymore,
Arabic.
Is that not the right one?
Right.
Old Latin, Arabic, like no one speaks it. So how can you interpret something that we don't physically know how to speak anymore?
Yeah. 'cause
So
there's a lot of communication
Yeah.
and lost in translation.
Yep.
As it
100%.
literally lost in translation.
Yeah. So there's it's not there's gonna be a lot of things. There's only one true one. What's the one true one, bruv?
Huh?
The Bible, the one true one.
The Ethiopian. Ethiopian.
Which was written how long ago?
This was preserved thousands and thousands of years ago. It's
They
preserved.
don't even want you to read that.
Ethiopia was the only African country or Alkebulan country that wasn't colonized.
And
The
who
only
wrote
one.
that? Who wrote that?
What the Ethiopian? I think Ethiopian Equinox Bible. So
I'm guessing it's someone with importance.
no, it wouldn't. No, so it wouldn't. One person wrote the whole. It's like it's books that have been
Put together.
Yeah, put together.
By
So
the
Moses
apostles,
wrote the
yeah.
first part.
Yeah.
Right.
You have the Book of Enoch. You have different parts, but they preserved these books. And then in 1948, so these books were banned in 320 AD by Constantine in the Council of Nicaea. So these books were banned. Yeah, they were taken out of the Bible. A lot of books were taken out of the Bible. These are important books. They were preserved in Ethiopia. Ethiopia always said these are the preserved books. In 1948, the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is where they came up a cave. These men came up. They found this cave with all these hidden scrolls of all these books that were hidden. Right. In 1948, there was another event that I can't really talk about that happened, which is pretty much to do with a certain war that's happening right now. But these books surfaced, and it proved that the Ethiopians were right to preserve these books, that they just came out. And the thing is like, for example, like the Book of Enoch, when it was written, at the beginning of it, it says that this book is not for this generation, but a future generation to come. And it talks about the days of Noah. And when Yahushua was asked by his disciples, when will you return? He says that he will return the Son of Man will return just like in the days of Noah. And the days of Noah are right now. Like, this is when that book surfaced. The days of Noah right now. The technology is mad right now. The evilness is on a next scale. People are increasing their knowledge because of social media, because of the internet, things like that. It's just a wicked world right now that we live in. And we're not, and the thing is, what smashes it's a wicked world, but I'll probably say 80%, maybe even close to 90% don't even see it as wicked. That's how bad it is.
Yeah. Do you think, I mean, here's a question, like, things have been controlled in regards like human rights and all these policies. So don't you think like 100 years, 200 years ago was worse? Because there was no control, there was no rules. So wasn't it worse back then than it is now? People getting killed and it was like, yeah, cool, all right.
Yeah, you know what? I believe you, because I even read one thing the other day. This woman, she was a wife and had 4 kids. She killed all her kids, and she was spared jail because of reason of insanity.
So now they're
using it, so they can use that excuse and not do a day in jail.
But I think it's worse because
now is worse.
Yeah, for that reason, because now you can almost cover up murder if you've got the right excuse.
Yeah,
whereas before, they'll just stone you to death. If you're caught stealing, your hand get chopped off.
Oh yeah, in Cuba, innit? They cut your hand off.
Where here, it's like now, for instance, we're paying for paedophiles to live amongst us. We're paying for their accommodation.
But back then there was no like rights, as in like you could do a lot of stuff and get away with it.
Yeah,
it wasn't a thing.
But if you got caught,
then
there's no loophole.
If you get caught,
it
was probably easier to get away with it back then. Now we've got cameras, we've got a lot of ways to kind of.
But what I'm saying is, it's there's a lot of ways to catch them, but yet they can still get out. The law gives them an out. if you play the law properly,
it gives them out. Yeah, no, it gives them an out. But I mean, like in terms of like victims and stuff.
Yeah,
there was probably a lot more victims.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's evil. You know what I mean? So because there's certain things that we can't do now that we could have done 200 years ago.
Yeah,
and got away with it, right?
Yeah, there's some positives.
So you know what I mean? So it's like, is it as evil now than it was back 500 years ago? You know what I mean?
I think the hearts of people are more wicked. Do you know what? I think it's wicked. It might be the same.
I think history always repeats itself.
Yeah, it might be the same.
And it has been doing it for the last 1,000, 3,000, 5,000 years, 10,000 years.
But we're man. We just destroy.
Yeah, this is the thing. It comes from back then. We just kill and eat.
Yeah, that's all we do. Men take.
Men always
and we don't put nothing back.
Men always chase after their own flesh. That's the problem. And this is what the Most High is trying to say: is follow the spirit and not the flesh. Because if you follow your desires, you're just gonna end up in bad consequences.
I mean, all this that you're saying. I mean, but why is there so much evil then? Why is there so much of it?
It starts from the.
I mean, if he's
the serpent and the serpent's got a seed.
Well, it sounds like that serpent's stronger because there's so much evil, and it's been going for millions of years.
That's because people don't know that they have demons running with them, and
but God isn't God, or not God? How do you say it?
Elohim,
the Most High.
Isn't he the most powerful person?
But he gives you free will, so he gives you a choice.
It gives you a choice, but we're making wrong choices.
But he's not there to interfere. He's there for you to look for him to help.
Okay, well, I'm physically saying sort it out now, man.
Yeah. I'm saying sort.
Like, how more blatant do I need to be?
But one of the things,
listen, you made me, right?
Yeah, but
you made me, so that means you've created my mind. You've created me to make choice. Okay, you created me to make choice. So why not create me to make the right choice?
And I'm telling you now, sort it out.
He will. But the thing is that all right. So at one point in your life, I guarantee you, at one point in your life, you will turn to him. You will look for him. At one point in your life.
No, I have already.
I'm looking to him now.
I'm asking him. If you're looking for him, don't pump your fist at him.
Yeah.
I don't.
No. But believe. But believe in him.
So basically,
believe in him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Have faith.
Once you believe in him, then he will come.
Yeah.
So you're basically trying to say like don't wait until you're on the back foot.
Yeah.
Before you start calling my name.
That's the thing. It's like a tire, like on a car, right? A lot of people wait until the tire gets flat.
Before they fix the tire.
Tires are flipping awful.
Can I explain his analogy right now? Every Tuesday he picks me up to go to Ideas Are Bulletproof. And on his BMW dashboard, the car is so bloody great.
How many notifications you got?
Work for this phone.
Flats.
I said to him,
it's run flats.
I said to him, bruv,
it's run flats.
It's telling you to pump up the car.
How many notifications you got?
He's got about 3, I think,
No, it's just one. It's just the one.
Well, the one that's always been there.
Yeah, it's the front left tire. I know which one it is.
So why are you not pumping it up?
Run flats. It's 150 to change a run flat tire.
Pump it up.
Yeah, I do pump it up, but it's still gonna be. It's got a slow puncher.
Why don't you change it?
But it's run flats. You could do that on run flats for a long time.
No. Listen,
This is like you walking.
Like your shoes are
with no air bubble.
Yeah.
Just gone.
All right, do you know what? I made bad decision there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let me change
But
that.
what you said. so what you said about the tires.
Yeah, so the tire. So obviously, like with a tire, a lot of people wait until the tire's like done,
Like Chris.
or gets a puncture before they actually fix the situation. They don't check up on the tire often. There's a lot of people that do that. Whereas it's the same with the Most High, right? You can't expect, if bad things happen, then that's when you want to turn to him. You need to turn to the Most High when good things are happening. Like praise him for good things. I mean, we're here by his grace and his mercy.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
what we're saying here now, this is where I'm going to get real controversial now.
Oh boy.
It's not controversial.
You're saying good things are happening, right? So we need to turn to him when good things are happening. Now, is that because that's what he's given us? Would you say?
No, I think by his grace and mercy, right? By his grace, you're still alive. Yeah, if he wanted to, he could take you away just like that.
Yeah.
But you're still alive. There's a purpose.
It'll be a waste of energy and effort when he's got his son to go.
No, but then there's
taking me away. But
then there's a purpose. There's a reason why. There's a reason why you're still alive.
All right.
There's many times
So,
I can think of
having a Leah, for instance, when my daughter was born.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily believe that was a God thing, a miracle thing. I don't.
He knew her before she appeared on this earth. He knows everyone before they came.
Okay.
She was always meant to come.
Not necessarily.
You was always meant to.
Not necessarily, fam.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But it
that
happened.
game didn't work.
It happened. It happened.
Oh man.
It's like my daughter's a miracle for me. It's a miracle.
Why is she a miracle for you?
It's a miracle because I was told that I had a little chance of having a child at that time, and I prayed for a long time, like every day for 6 months. I prayed for her to for a daughter. I prayed for a daughter.
See,
and then when she was when we found out she was pregnant, I prayed. I wanted the Most High to show my missus that this is a present from the Most High. Yeah, I would like show me a sign. So show me the sign was when we got the birthday of when she was meant to be born. It was on the exact same day that my business birthday was. That was her sign there. So I knew this was a daughter, and when we got the name of the sex, I was right because I knew this was a present. And then the last thing about that is that the name situation, right? So we went through all different names, right, for a long time. All of a sudden, a couple of weeks before, she comes up with the name that my daughter's called today, right? So I'm like, I'm not feeling that name at all. Like, where's this name come from? This is not like the name that we both came up with. She's like, oh yeah, but like, you know, I just saw the name and I just like the name. I think, oh, I don't want this name. So obviously, the labour happened. She went through a traumatic experience through the labour, and then afterwards she goes, I've gone through all of that. You need to let me name her. So then I thought, all right, let me just think about it. So I'm sitting there with my mother-in-law and my mum, and my mother-in-law goes to me, all right, so what are you going to name her? I said, well, she's got this name that she wants. And she goes, oh, have you looked up the name though? I said, nah, I haven't. She said, what? Like, because I was looking up the meanings of the names, like all the I wanted a meaningful name. So I looked at the meaning of the name. It said, caring, guarded, protected, God answered. That's the meaning of her name. Bro,
fair.
I'm telling you, right now, like even now, I can feel the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. That touched me differently. It was like the Most High spoke to me. And all these years, you know, I've been waiting for a child. All these years, I've been waiting for a daughter. That touched me different levels. Like the way that came to me, I thought, oh my gosh. Like instantly, I was in love with the name. Like the Most High spoke to me personally and said, "This is the name." You prayed, I answered. That is the meaning of my daughter's name. I think. Come on.
So if everyone, there's people that pray and they pray for something not to happen, and it happens.
I think. Do you know what? I think for me it was a process. Like I didn't when I started going to church, I didn't know how to pray.
A lot of it's faith, though.
I didn't know.
You have to have faith.
Yeah, but I know people that will pray. I mean,
you pray like it's happened. Like it's written. If you seek, you will find it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not always going to go their way.
It has to be in God's will, in the Most High's will. That's why I had to pray. If this is your will, if this is what you want, so it's not about what I want, but if this is in your will, then Father, please give it to me. So but it has to be within His will. It can't. So there has to be a purpose for my daughter to be here.
Yeah. But I mean, so people will have purposes. They'll have, but can you accept or can you understand that people might say be in your position that prayed and really prayed and had that will, but it just didn't happen, or it's still not happening?
There will always be an answer for things
but
like that.
This is the thing. It's like when it's great, and this is where I have an issue with religion, period. It's when it's great, it's God's will.
Yeah.
And when it's not, He works in mysterious ways. It's like it's never a definitive answer. And that's what, I'm a person, I need definitive answers. Yeah. Don't tell me some mysterious shit because I don't want to know. I need direct. I'm a very direct, I'm a very direct person. I do not need, it's in my will. Okay. What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
You have to make it make sense to you.
Tell me, give me something definitive. And that's where, like I said, you have to have faith. And faith is a crazy thing. I don't have that.
It's not easy.
I openly admit I don't have that because I'm a person, I think I'm a bit like you. I need evidence. I need something. Yeah. Like if you said to me, right, the Most High is going to move that water bottle, He needs to fucking move it right now. Then I'll believe you.
Try not to swear before.
Yeah, but
So something like that. Yeah. Like, say if I had the war and I said, please, if you're in presence right now, just for me to have a lot more faith in you, could you move this?
Just move it.
But
or get rid of the starvation.
I know you're going to say it doesn't work. Like
no, but I hear what you're saying. But it's written in the Bible that.
He doesn't perform parlor tricks. I get it. Yeah.
Those who have
thou shalt not test the Lord. Is it?
Yeah.
Why not though? Why not?
No, but those who have unbelief.
Yeah.
They're not. You must have belief first.
Yeah, but you can't have belief if there is nothing to give.
Nothing to go by.
But then He's given you. I could say good things that He's given you, like the people that you are today. Right, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's no proof.
The girls you've been able to get.
Yeah, but that's because of my faith. That's because of my faith.
But these are wonderful things. The children that you have.
Definitely. I mean, even for me, even the universe is crazy. Like, how did this all get here? Yeah. Obviously, it's come from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So we're in I feel lucky to be right here at this second.
Yeah.
At this second right now.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's a wonderful thing, but it still doesn't give me proof that there's someone, he's not. I understand you said why is this all here, whatever. But if you could really show me, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
With 100% accuracy.
Start believing then.
I understand that, but you can't start believing something.
No, I hear what you're saying.
If there's no
concrete evidence to show
no
you.
path to say this is it.
Yeah.
Like actually showing me something. You know what I mean? I know you might say one day you'll get this or get that, but it's still not. You have to have faith to get that feeling. But you need, for me, just move that bottle for me. No. If that bottle went like that, I believe in God. That'll be it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Me, I'm a little bit more. See, with me, like I said before, time on this podcast before, it's like, for instance, Africa, starving kids has been like that since 40 years. I'm 39.
Right.
Sort it out now. I don't want to see children with flies in their eyes. I don't want to see it.
It's gonna. But the thing is,
they got colonized.
I know they got colonized, but what I'm saying to you is now, it's 40. I mean, it's going to be going on longer than that. I'm just saying, I've been on this.
Years,
I've been on this earth for 39 years, and there's always a frigging Live Aid. There's always something.
The live age is
but
a whole
we
other
know.
rubbish.
No, but we know. But what I'm
why
saying
aren't
to you
they-
is,
yeah,
they're suffering now, man.
children.
Let's just sort it.
All right, so we're spiritual beings, right?
Yeah.
We are in time. The Most High doesn't manipulate, doesn't manage in time.
But let me be clear.
He works
this
out
is
of
no way
time.
an attack on what you believe.
No.
But my thing is, he just needs to do more now.
All right.
In order for me to just be like completely submit.
Yeah.
For me to completely submit and
Yeah.
be like, all right, cool, do more. And this is what I was saying last week. You lot thought I was joking. If I remember when I go, I'm asking these questions because it's like, you are the Most High. You are the all-powerful. There are kids starving.
All powerful.
39 years I'm on this earth.
But it's written in the Bible what's going to happen to
I
all
get
these
it.
people.
Yeah, I get it.
But we're in time. Like we're in time right now. Like we don't know how long we're here. Time is a short period of time
To him.
and to us as well, because eternity is next after that.
So
spiritual eternity is next.
I understand that, but right now, that people like children they're suffering, so they're feeling suffering right at this present time. Not talking about what happens after in eternity. Now, now.
But there is,
It's
but
like
there
the
is.
book
All
of
right,
Job,
so,
because when Job went through all that suffering, he had faith and then he got rewarded.
Got-
That's basically what that is. So Job lost everything.
But not to mention, this is the devil's world, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right? So the governments, right? The governments, of these countries have sold their people out as well.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. What I was saying to you last week is it's clear, us men, women as well, we don't know nothing. We can't look after ourselves. We continuously we sit there and think of ways to go to war.
Yeah.
It's like there's someone in the room now plotting to start a war.
A lot of the wars.
What about money?
No, a lot of the wars are planned.
Yeah, of course.
Or let's say 99% of the
Well, they have
wars
to be planned,
are
yeah.
planned, right? As in, like, these governments are working with each other, right? If you look at if you understand about handshakes, normal handshake, there's that. When you see this handshake, this one, and you'll see a lot of people doing these handshakes, a lot of people that were fighting against each other publicly, and then when they meet, they do that handshake, They're in a society, right? These governments have sold their people out, right? These governments, right? All these people will be held accountable on the day of judgment. There's a place for these people.
Yeah.
There's a place for these people.
Well, how do we know that's 100%? Like, because for me, I don't know 100%. I hope this is the case. But how do you know? Right. See,
All right.
it's very faith is very what's the word?
Subjective.
Yes.
Let me go back to what where when you talking about faith, and I was in a position that you was in. Yeah, I always thought there's a God. There must be a God out there. I listen. I used to shout at God. I used to shout like, why I'm not getting this. When I had no faith whatsoever. I didn't know the Bible. I didn't know anything. This was probably over 4 or 5 years ago. Up until then, I used to. If things didn't go my way, I used to be screaming in my room or in my car, banging the car, like why, Then I had a spiritual encounter. The evening, the evening.
Yep.
Messed me up, differently. It was like I messed with the Most High too much. He was like, no, all right, this is it. If you don't, if you don't settle yourself, all right, I'm gonna take you out of this earth. That's how it seemed to me. I was shook. I was shook after that. I was thinking, I ain't messing with. I need to learn about him. Like I actively went and I got invited to a church, a Spanish church. I actively started looking for him myself. My heart was searching for him. Like David, King David, back in the day, he made his mistakes, but his heart was always searching for the Most High. his heart was there, and that's where he got his blessings from. He obviously got a bit of punishment. He lost a child, but because he set up his best friend, and took his wife, and then had a child with her, and then the Most High said, "All right, I'm taking that."
Boy.
He sent him into battle, got him killed.
He should have got rushed, boy.
But his heart was always searching, and that's how my heart is. I'm searching like continuously. I wake up, I'm searching. I'm trying to read something.
See, I'm a little bit different to you. I know there's a God because you look at the earth. Trees help you. It's design.
There's something.
There's no trees are helping us breathe. It's like, come on.
Yeah, there's something. There's something.
My thing is though, it's you just need to do something now. Right, this whole sitting dormant and I work in mysterious ways. You just don't wash with me anymore.
He sent his son YAHUAH, right, to save men from
themselves,
from their sins. So to take the man out of his sins.
How long did he send his son?
But next time he's coming back.
Recent.
Next time he's coming back, he's taking the man in sin. He's gonna take them out.
Right. So how this happened millions of years ago?
No, this happened about 2,000 years ago, which is why we call things 2020,
like BC,
2021,
before Christ, AD, and all
it's
that.
all based on his son.
Right. So now,
the calendar is telling you that he existed.
Yeah, but so what happened before that then? Humans weren't around. It was dinosaurs, right?
No, I'm talking about Jesus. So Jesus came 2,000 years ago.
So what happened before that then?
What does AD mean again?
So
AD is
like Adam and
after Adin something like that.
So if
Adam like a Domine or something like that.
Amino Domino or something like that. Yeah. So if
Dominoes.
yes, it's like Animo Domino. That's two things I know. But so before, because God, so God's son.
I know, like Domini. That's it.
Yeah. So God's son is,
and before Christ is
YAHUAH.
BC.
Yeah. Okay. So that he was 2021 years. 2021
the
years
calendar's
ago.
a bit messed up.
Yeah,
but it's around about that time. Yeah.
So let's say 2,000 years ago, right? He sent YAHUAH down to earth. Well, down. Yeah. So, but what happened? So what happened before that then? Like what happened before 2,000 years ago? Why
before Jesus was coming?
Yeah,
it's all in the Bible.
Man was living. So you're talking.
Who was living?
Moses, Noah, all of that was before
Abraham,
Christ.
The flood,
before Christ.
all of that.
Daniel.
Right. So humans were around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man like Adam.
So he didn't come at the beginning. He came. Right. He came when
down the line.
He came.
Right?
It basically came down to what's it called?
So has humans always been on this earth since it existed?
I would say, all right. So Adam and Eve.
Because does it say this in the Bible? Because obviously you interpret the Bible.
So interpreting the Bible, Adam and Eve, right? So are the first that were spoken about, or Adam was the first that was spoken about, right? But when Adam and Eve came, he does say to them to replenish the earth, right? He says the same thing to Noah after the flood, to replenish the earth, which means that before Noah there was an old system. So this is the new one. Not a system, but there was a restart.
What, dinosaurs?
No. There was a restart. So to replenish the earth.
Do you believe in dinosaurs?
I'll probably say that they exist. I would say they existed during the days of Noah, because this is when they were
years ago, right?
Not millions and millions. I think less than that. I'll probably say 5,000.
So you don't think the Earth is that old, or?
I don't. When they say replenish the earth to Adam, that means there were. My understanding is that there were pre-Adamites. There was a superior human race. I don't know if they're human, but I was reading up about it that they had vast technologies.
That means they probably use 100% of their brain, where we use 5%.
Vast
1%,
and
2%.
I can't remember. There's a name for
but
them.
There's no evidence of them. This is what I mean. There's nothing visual of that. This is just a theory or something that you've read. Whereas like dinosaurs, there's actually loads of fossils, like loads.
With the dinosaurs and that, my understanding is that in the days of Noah, this is where obviously when the angels came down and took wives for themselves, this is where there was a lot of like breeding animals, mixing and all sorts. This is where the idea. This is where I feel dinosaurs came at that point. This is where these angels came, and this is where the Nephilim were made, giants, and then the Nephilim giants were breeding with animals, and that's probably where it was out of control, which is why the earth was flooded, and this is where they were teaching humans how to kill each other. Giants started eating humans. They started
cannibalism.
They started fighting themselves, and that it was a mess.
I mean, this could definitely be true, but like, is there evidence of that?
You got the pyramids.
Yes, pyramids, very mysterious.
No one can redo them again.
No one is able to.
You got the pyramids. You've got Stonehenge.
Yeah,
you got
but this is still not evidence. Like evidence of giants. There's no evidence of giants.
There's loads of evidence. Yeah.
Oh, is there? All right.
Look at the Smithsons. Every time there's giant bones found, they cover them up. You can look up Afghanistan.
Why would they cover them up?
Because they don't want evidence of there being giants.
Yeah, but that still doesn't. I mean, it's like saying what's the point of them showing us?
Even the story. There's a story of after 9/11. In Afghanistan, the soldiers went into a cave in Iraq, and they found a big giant, and they had to kill the giant.
But I don't understand why wouldn't you? Like, if there was giants millions of years ago, or thousands, whatever, why wouldn't you just say, yeah, okay, cool?
Because they don't want the stories to come out. They don't want people to look into it.
Yeah, but who cares if it happened or not? I mean, so I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It would be fascinating to know.
But why would they tell us about dinosaurs and not about giants?
I don't think they want the story there, but you've got those mysteries of those buildings that.
Yeah, of course,
that can't be replicated.
Yeah, but they very
Stonehenge was
tools.
actually, some guy done some research on it. The actual stones come from somewhere in Wales.
Yeah, and it's
been moved.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been put there.
And how?
I mean, it can be. You got ropes and stuff. I mean, it's not something that it's like definitely can't be done.
Yeah.
It can be done like with right tools and smartness. You know, we're humans. We adapt.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same reason why they took all these books out and what's it called? They took them to a vault in a certain place.
But what I'm saying to you, like, if they were hiding giants or mysterious creatures or characters, why don't we just knock down Stonehenge and say, like, yeah, this definitely happened? But it's still there. It's showing. They haven't knocked it down, have they?
Yeah.
Because if that was the case and they knocked down things and everything, there was no evidence of nothing, then I understand that maybe there is. But there's actually pyramids still there. There's Stonehenge and all these other mysterious structures are still out there. So they can't hide. If they're trying to hide something, they ain't doing a good job. See what I mean? So that's why I don't, like, for me, there's no reason for them to hide something.
Well, I don't think they really hide them. I mean, they put them in stories like Jack and the Beanstalk and the BFG. They what's it called? There's always stories about giants.
Yeah,
they're telling you that there were giants.
I think one of the most popular cartoons I watched when I was younger was the story of Paul Bunyan. Remember that one?
But that's like things. I mean,
he's like a Canadian.
It's fantasy, like Tasmania. Is it? You know what I mean? Tasmania.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean there's a Tasmania.
Devil.
You know what I mean? It's all fantasy, but again, they can make these stories out from these stories that may have occurred back then. So it doesn't mean it's true. That's where I come from. I mean, for me, I'm an evidence person. I don't see why they wouldn't show us giant bones if there was.
Look at the Smithsons.
Yeah, I'll look that up because I'm interested in that.
And that every time there's evidence of a giant, they will come and they will take the bones.
Yeah, I went to a place in Italy. Okay, I posted my stories, and it was like somehow these things were built, and it was some of them have been dug up to find these big like buildings.
Yeah.
It was been dug up back in the day.
Excavated,
And then you can like you wonder how they get the bricks up there.
Yeah.
How they get up there. So and they had actual in the shops they're selling giants, like selling figures of giants that may have built these buildings, because how would you get this brick up there? But I think personally, it just took them a long time, and a lot of people died. From doing it. A lot of injuries. I mean, because there's no bones, there's no nothing. It's like they do say it's a. People say this was the case. People say this might have happened, but it's all hearsay, right?
Yeah.
No, but there's places you have to look into it. There's places with like around the world. There's places like with footprints,
right,
and that things like that. There's like
I'll have a look into
loads
it.
of bones.
Yeah. Well, if there is proof, then it's definitely. I'm an evidence person, but
they've got evidence.
Oh, right, okay,
there's evidence.
Yeah.
100% there's evidence there.
I mean, and again, DNA could have changed along the way, so that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I'll do some research myself.
Yeah, because probably back then we're dying too early because we're so big, and then we've evolved so we can live longer. So we're smaller people. Smaller people live longer, right? In general. Right? Yeah, because there's less work on the heart. So maybe the human race has evolved because we was too big and dying too early. I don't know. That's a little thought. But because if we was giants, then what obviously humans do, we evolve, don't we?
Yeah.
We evolved to make things better. So maybe we did just get smaller over time.
Wow.
Well, that ate up our 2 hours.
There you go. Oh, is it already 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The passage,
Huh?
Is that?
Revelations.
Oh yeah.
Did you find it, yeah?
Yeah, found
Right.
it.
Go on. Let's read it, man.
Where is it now?
Collie, you read it out,
You
man.
read it?
Yeah, man.
What Bible is that from, though?
Well, it's in there.
It's just called the Holy Bible, that man. It's just called the Holy Bible
Yeah,
on
it's
Samsung
different.
on the play.
It's in there.
All right, go on.
The Holy
Just let
Bible.
him read it,
So
man.
we read this real quick, man. So it says, and turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, his white as snow. His eyes were as flame of fire, his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp, I can't even pronounce that word, two-edged sword. That's right.
Yeah.
And his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. And when I saw him, I felt like his feet as dead.
Damn.
Sounds like what they call it? Dundas? Is it Dundas?
Dundas.
It sounds like the black people with like white or light hair.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I know,
Jaundice.
Is it jaundice?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
Jaundice?
something like that.
Albino.
Albino. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's another word for it. Dundas.
Yeah.
Noah was albino.
Right. So that sounds like albino.
No.
White woolly
No.
hair.
White
Hair like wool.
Yeah. man.
White wool.
It said white woolly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what black person's got white hair?
But his feet were
Yeah, so that's
like brass,
That's
as in
brass.
burned in a furnace.
His head and his hairs
So
were
his skin.
white like wool,
Yeah, so
as
that's-
white as snow, and his eyes were flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
Look, man.
as if they were
sounds like
burned in
albino.
furnace.
Jesus was black, man.
That sounds like albino.
No, he's not albino.
So what black person you know's got white hair?
Man, I just want some
Yeah,
cheesecake.
but what?
Let me walk down that street now.
So which albino person do you know has got feet that's burnt as in like brass, as in burnt in a furnace?
I can say it the other way though.
It was me. It was me.
What did he have grey? Okay, did he have grey hair then?
What? And he passed for
was me.
an Egyptian in Egypt.
Did he have grey hair then?
No,
Why
this
is
is
his
this
hair
is
white?
this is when he was in this is Revelations. So
Yeah.
this is
when he's in God form.
this is when he's in heaven. This is
He's-
not when he was on the
When
earth.
he's moving, ready to come get man.
Right, so his hair's white for that reason.
What happens when you get older?
Out there.
Your hair goes
That's
white.
what I'm saying to you. He's got grey.
Yeah, so it's older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he must be grey.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. There's an explanation then. Yeah.
Right, guys, listen, man. We're gonna wrap this up now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I want to get some cheesecake, man.
You know what, man?
There you go. Shout out to Musa, my man.
This is what we're gonna do, man.
But he doesn't look old though. That's not like old.
No, that ain't me, man. I'm better looking. Anyway, listen, right, let's do this.
He may not have had a barber that day. I mean,
listen,
you just put
please do not disrespect.
Orlando weren't on form there.
YAHUAH HaMashiach. Please do not disrespect him.
For me, he looks like he's had a trim.
He needs a fade, man.
No, but this is too clean and proper.
He
This is not right, man. This is just made up. Yeah, say that,
Clean
man.
and
Look
proper.
at me, got all that kind of going on. Come on, man. You know what I mean? He must have shaved that then, isn't it? Because back then you should just be like, boom, just like, You know, innit? That's... I understand it's
Chris ain't laughing at all.
no, but what I'm saying, that's not a true picture. That's just like a kind of
yeah.
It's just to give you
an idea
of the image.
Yeah.
Right, well, guys,
Black Jesus.
should we do the I got to get this right this week.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you say though?
I say I can't remember what I just say whatever, bruv. Like,
Just be natural, innit?
no, I can't now because I know what I'm gonna say now.
What did you practice?
Protein point, innit?
Okay, before you go, what did I talk about 2 weeks ago? Was it
I don't remember.
fitness or was it?
I know it was
finance.
60 seconds.
Finance.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was finance she talked about.
I think was it?
Yeah, because the what's it called? Cryptocurrency crashed, didn't it?
Oh, did I talk about it?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Right, so get into it, bruv. Let's do it.
Right, this is Ryan's Fitness and Finance Lounge, sponsored by Protein Point for all your protein supplement needs, and EAAs as well. EAAs. That is, you can find your local Protein Point store in Essex or East London, and you can hit them up on their Instagram at Protein Point UK.
Right, so I can't remember. Did I talk about this? The best way to get lean through either food deficit or
No, I want to hear this, man.
oh, I didn't. Cool. So I can't remember because fitness is obviously you know there's a lot of branches that branch off into different subjects, but I can't remember if I touched on this topic. So my whole thing is like people ask me sometimes, what's the best way to get? Because obviously to lose weight you need to be in a deficit of some sort. Yeah. So you can do that through food, eating less calories in regards to food, or doing more training. Okay, which one is the best way to do it to get lean? Okay. For me personally, is more training, more output. I'll give you the reason why. You will still lose a lot of weight initially if you was to say go, I don't know, say John was to do 1,500 calories a day. He's gonna lose a hell of a lot of weight. All right, very quickly, and that's the problem. So when his body then crashes and says, "Nope, this is too much now. I ain't gonna move," he has nowhere to go.
Bit like cycling, on the Saturday when it crashes.
yeah. So with the food, it's like he started too low in his calories. He's lost a lot of weight, but then his body has shut down.
Yeah.
It said like, nope, I'm gonna go in survival mode now. I'm now gonna stop losing weight. So what can John do now? He hasn't got much choice. Okay, he's got nowhere to go. All right. The best way to do it is start off with decent calories. Okay, eating obviously clean foods. And to get into the deficit, where your body's going to lose weight, you put in the training.
Yeah.
Okay, that way you can hold on to more muscle. Okay, you can do cardio as well, which improves your health, which is your heart and lungs. All right, so you can burn a lot more calories through the training of weights and cardio, which also gives you health benefits. Okay, and then if you then start to plateau, or say like first 4 weeks you've lost weight, now you're stopping. Now you can maybe drop your food a little bit, or maybe just go up a little bit more in training. You have more leeway. And again, as we know, more muscle is the way forward. So you train. Okay, the more food you eat, the more energy you get to train harder. So If you're going in to think, yeah, I'm gonna just lose, because people want things real quick. So what they're gonna do? I'm gonna drop my calories, just want to lose weight, blah blah.
Yeah.
But then what happens? You're not thinking long term.
Yeah.
You're gonna crash and stop and then look for help. That's what happens. So if you're listening to this, go down a route of having a decent amount of calories. Okay, do the workouts, training and cardio. If analyze yourself after a week. If it hasn't budged, then you may have to do a little bit more workout and drop your food a little bit, but not too much. I'm talking about 100 or 200 calories, 150 calories a day. Yeah, just a little bit. And then you'll see something budge. But don't go too low too quickly on the food, because that's where you can go wrong. I'm out.
Can I just ask though?
He said he's out.
I said I'm out. Over and out.
I thought just for that bit, man.
Yeah.
All right, so see, like cardio.
Yeah.
If say I do cardio, what's the best thing for me to eat as my first meal after that? Say I did it on fast. I did
fasted.
yeah.
For me personally, I like what I'm just gonna say. What I do, I have, I like to have a shake.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put some egg whites in there, and some oats to replenish the energy.
Yeah.
And some like a nut butter, a peanut butter, or an almond butter.
Okay.
That way you're getting your protein, carbs, and fats that'll keep you going for your next meal.
See, that's what I do, man.
There you go.
But
There you go. Did I put that as an example?
I think
guidelines?
you showed me how to do it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So I've always stuck to that.
Yeah. So do it fasted if you want to do it fasted, and then you replenish after, because you don't want, because the thing is, if you're not eating regular, what's going to happen? You're going to feel hungry, and then the first thing you see, you're going to eat, and that could be bad. Yeah. So so the reason why I'm eating all the time, I don't get the cravings. It stops. Well, I still do, but it reduces the potential cravings that I'll get going forward.
Yeah.
If I'm continuously eating like sweet potatoes, rice with chicken and veg or steaks, I'm always eating. So I don't actually get that signal sent to my brain that I'm hungry and I need sugar, because I'm always eating cleaner foods. But if you miss a meal and then you're just hungry and your belly's rumbling, you're in the kitchen and you see a chocolate bar there, you're eating it. Yeah. And that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah.
For most people, you're not eating enough food regular.
I made a mistake yesterday, man.
Go on.
I ate a bit of candy floss.
You do?
Where did you get candy floss from?
What's the point, man? That's
From Southend. Oh, gosh.
Because my son was eating candy floss.
No, listen, that's fine. I
just grabbed a bit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not going to do any harm.
It's not
gonna do any harm.
How big was it? How big was the bit? Was it a massive one?
The thing is, with
It was a
candy
couple
floss,
of bits.
it's such a
Did you buy one for yourself, Chris?
You can't. No.
You buy one for yourself?
No.
The thing with
sure.
candy floss, it's disappointing, because it's like it's there and it just disappears,
It
and
dissolves,
you're
man.
getting the calories.
Yeah.
Dead. Dead.
There's no like,
Dead.
because when you eat something, you feel it go in your stomach,
Yeah.
and it fills you up a little bit.
Yeah. It goes nowhere.
That's just gonna make you like eat more.
But that's
Yeah.
why.
It's going to make you thirsty.
That's why your app said to do half an hour, and I did an hour.
Yeah.
Just
But
because of that.
Yeah, but you don't want to go down that route either. That could be
Okay.
an unhealthy route.
All right, cool.
Thinking, because this has happened before, where someone's at something, now, I got to do some more, got to do more, and it just becomes like a battle. You're just fighting against it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do it. Just stick to your food plan,
You'll be fine.
and then you'll be fine. Don't overcompensate. And if you do, don't worry about it. Just continue the next day from where you left.
And I had a donut as well. So
and fish and chips. And mussels.
Okay, guys, this is it, man. You know what? It's been a good show. My name's John Alexander. I'm out.
yeah, Chris Samuels, I'm out. Good show, guys. I think one of the things as well, talking is important. And it definitely helps you grow, helps each other grow as well. And definitely some growth today, man. And also, don't forget to check out A Pinch of Salt. Not a new show this week. They'll be back next week. Ideas Are Bulletproof wasn't on last week, but will be on this week coming up. So check that out. Go follow the YouTube channel, Press Pause Network. Press Pause on Instagram, and also Don't Get Offended on the Instagram as well. I'm out. All praise to the Most High Yah.
As Mr. Colin Palmer, aka Mr. Rapstars, thank you for locking in. Anyone who's gonna watch that Floyd Mayweather fight today, you're an idiot. I'm not
gonna watch it in the morning.
I'm not. You know what?
What time is it?
It's like, I don't know, 2, 3 or something in the morning.
Doing Jake Paul.
YouTube will have
No,
it on anyway.
Logan Paul. Yeah, I think Jake Paul's gonna fight Tyron Woodley. He's gonna get. But I don't know, Tyron Woodley. He's had a horrible losing streak.
But you say that he's not a boxer.
Who?
Tyron.
No. He's a martial artist. He might get his ass kicked again.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, that's on tonight.
Is that on tonight as
it's
well?
On tonight. No.
That's on the 30th of-
Floyd Mayweather thing's on tonight.
July or August, something.
Or something like that. Anyway, yeah. See you next week.
Yeah, and I'm out, guys. It was very nice talking to you. And just make sure you put in those comments. Has anyone put in any comments?
No, we had a few
one
last week, innit?
Yeah.
Am I just wasting my time?
No, just keep telling them, man.
Yeah.
No, you're not wasting your time at all. We got comments last week. It's good.
Oh, we did. But I wasn't here last week.
Exactly.
So hold on. All right, let me not say it then. We might get comments. But anyway, see you next week. Have a good one.
Peace.